take over on that bot side.
Yeah.
And then how creative they could be in terms of their draft and also approaching fights with Griffin. So we've seen the early power be taken out of that by C9. I want to see how they can add it back in to try to contest Inspired and Lion.
The fear that I have is that when FlyQuest gets their leads early on in their prior series, the pre-C9 series, those weren't necessarily like clean games at all.
No.
Like they still make really bad errors, and that's because they're like a really scrappy team that wants to take flips and wants to take scraps. You're going up against Inspired that once again hates that when all of that, and he's had now a week break, basically 2 weeks necessarily, to be able to sort that out within his team. So I think this team is stylistically a really tough team for FlyQuest to face against.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like Lion have been clean either.
Yeah.
I have some clips that I have pulled now.
First she's welcoming us in, now she's giving us a movie.
Yeah, what's going on here?
This is wonderful.
We're gonna go over to this. I feel like the first one, everyone is going to know if you've seen this game what is coming. But in case you don't know, after they're kind of posturing here, Lion are going to look for a play onto Sajed with the Talia wall here. As we just play it through, it's not going to go well. This is a little bit more also some individual mistakes that I think Saint has been having. Ends up getting taunted, has to flash over the wall, loses over half of his health, which makes it easy for them to come in and kill him, unfortunately. So this is where, like, I feel like a little bit more coordination and also fewer individual mistakes would have led to a better result for them. In this play, I did want to point out, like, a rough play, a better play, and then a little bit more uncoordination, because I feel like they've had both. Here, they're going to be looking to make a play onto Call Me, and I really love the combo of the Anivia wall that's going to come in with a Trundle Pillar right here. So as we play that through, Anivia wall goes down, Trundle Pillar goes down. I thought Inspired's pillars were really, really good in this game. And then Dokla is going to come across and make a play onto Call Me. Here, this is from another game. We're going to back it up a little bit. Here, this is like a soft contest around the Herald. The big thing for me that was pretty rough for this was the fact that we have Dokla down here with no TP, right? So if he is going to, if we're going to have a matching TP from the Jace in this fight, he's not going to be able to match it. They're going to make for a play onto Lions. Lions is going to be able to get out by flashing over this wall after the Herald has even been taken. Inspired gets bubbled. Dokla is not able to stop the TP from coming through. Call Me is able to join the fight. Saint dies despite hitting a really nice Cassiopeia ult. And this leads to them dropping the Herald almost immediately, getting not only this first turret, but also even more turret plates onto Sajed off of the second turret as well. And so we've seen like a lot of different problems and like good plays from Lion, and it's just like, okay, which Lion is going to show up essentially, right? Like how coordinated are they going to be, and are their players making some individual mistakes?
Yeah, that is the most confusing part, because coming into this year, I felt like when they built this roster, they built this roster like a super team. Like you had Saint, who was like a thriving young rookie, right? And then you built basically 2 MVPs around him. So a question that we want to ask you guys in the chat, is Lion a super team? Are they a super team? Because a lot of times the definition can change by like having big brand names or performing players. And in my mind, I thought they were a super team because you just brought in an MVP in Berserker. You have an MVP and Inspired. And Saint was an incredibly strong individual player last year, but he's not showing it this year.
Yeah, I know some people are on opposite sides of it, because some people are like, well, can it be a super team? Like Isles doesn't have that same kind of brand name, you know, maybe Dokla doesn't have that same kind of brand name. But to me, it's like the intent was clearly to build a super team because you're bringing in the most sought after player in the West. You know,
Yes.
Inspired in my understanding is the highest paid player in all of the West. You know, you're bringing in the MVP, you know, multiple time MVP. You're bringing in Berserker, who was an MVP in this league as well.
Yeah.
Hello.
You're pairing that up with Saint, who is this
All right.
really highly
We're
touted
here.
prospect.
The votes are coming in too.
It's interesting, you know, because I can see how, you know, their performance maybe doesn't do that, but I think the intent was to build a super team.
Yes.
The intent from LYON, from everything I've heard, was we're putting together a roster that will be the best in the LCS.
Okay, everything should be running smoothly. YouTube stream looks fine.
Trying to build a super team.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think my definition is just different because I'm really pedantic about the super team like moniker in terms of, I feel like all the players across the board kind of have to
hello.
I feel like we haven't seen a lot of like true super teams like we were able to in the past, and a lot of that actually I think just has to do with like contract and salary. But the thing I will agree with, despite the fact that I wouldn't call them a super team, is that LYON
I think I was just putting
very specific reasoning for
putting like what was originally a hype top laner.
Really good. Inspired, former MVP, best jungler
obviously
in
like
the LCS.
Inspired goes somewhere, you have to turn your head. Saint was like a respected mid-ish.
He was on a bad team, especially in the beginning.
Are we spawning Cubby in? That was for today, right? Oh yeah, shit. Let's see if Cubby wants to.
And then obviously they had some top lane issues too with Zamudo, unfortunately. We all saw the announcement the other day where he wasn't able to get the visa and now is no longer on the team. But that to me shows that at least, regardless of whether you want to apply the super team name, there was a lot of intent and good intent around building this roster the way it was.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much, in a way, like,
okay, we could have Cubby. We'll see. Just depends on him. Zero pressure. Actually, let him know the invitation's there if he wants to come in.
Because it's like, yes, this is pre-split, the interview that he had with me here. Go check it out on his channel if you can. But like the idea is like, if you're going into a mindset of you can't beat anyone, then it's just dumb. But even though I think Inspired is the best jungle, he perceived that, probably still does to this day. Like that team has a lot of question marks because of course you can look towards the talent across the board. Top lane was a big question mark. I mean, Dokla came in.
I should actually probably just quit retweet the stream from earlier.
The top laner that they were practicing in Korea with, and then the bot lane you have Isles, even Berserker, of course, like the time that he had on DNF is something you probably want to forget. So it's like the question marks are there, especially with the idea like this team might boom at some point. But I feel like that is still relevant to this day.
I definitely think it is. And I mean, I think as a jungler, you have to have high confidence. I think it really, just as any player, you have to have a lot of confidence, but especially when you're jungling against someone that you really respect. If you think this guy's the best jungler in the league and you're giving him too much respect, like you kind of already lost, right? Because as a jungler, you are working with imperfect information, right? You're having to make a lot of assumptions. You're having to make guesses on what they will do, what they will spend their time on, where they will be. And if you just assume that they are always making the correct play, I can't gank bot because he's going to be in the brush. I can't go top because then he'll take the dragon. You know, like if you're already in that mindset, you're already losing, right? And I think that is why it is so important for a young player like Griffin to have that confidence. And hopefully he can still maintain the confidence after kind of getting ran by Blabber in 2 series in a row.
And honestly, you need to get ran in the way that you did to be able to learn. Because the fact that he's just like basically just ramming his head into every scuttle crab and it not working, those are just video evidence that you can look back rather than basically never making a play at all.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to have that moment if you want to be able to be seen as an underdog. But also just like, if you never really take those actions, then you never really learn.
Yeah, 7TV sometimes just dies. There's no like rhyme or reason for it. It just decides to do it.
So it's going to be fun to see.
It will, and I mean, Inspired, he's playing now against FlyQuest. You know, he is the former jungler that Griffin has obviously been brought in for. But Inspired had so much success, you know, with FlyQuest. He had won, you know, trophies. He'd gone.
Yo, what's up, Soul? What's up, Soul? What's up? DPJ.
Multiple times against top level teams in the world.
You know what, guys? Before we get kicked off, I'm just gonna try and make a phone call. Hopefully, I get a pickup here.
End up, you know, being that fairy tale story where they would.
So I just want to make this call before I crack on with what we're doing here.
2 first-team All-Pros, an insane win rate.
A player of the year as well. Put that in there.
73% win rate across that many games is actually insane.
It's wild. I mean, this is what he was essentially brought in for. I mean, you have a player that found that success when he was on Evil Geniuses. Found that
like any team with him on it might be considered super.
That's all you need.
The audience agrees with me. Maybe they are also pedantic about what a super team is.
A super team just needs a Superman.
But as we know, it did not end well for Inspired on FlyQuest, as we saw from a documentary that was released by them immediately after Worlds.
Because you guys have all NPCs and me and Whipple are wanting to win, so we will tell you exactly what to do on stage. But
so why would you do it in scrims?
Because you guys have NPCs. Just make a decision. I don't care about winning.
I didn't really say, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that what happened in the video, I don't regret it. I think that's what it takes to win, and I also think that no one really takes it too personally. And I also think that it was kind of a weird situation for us. I was pretty disappointed on how we were doing, because we're together as a team for 2 years at this point. It was our like 4th international, and I still didn't feel like it was changing much. It felt like every international we're going to felt kind of similar. So that's why
What's up, Kip?
I got a bit frustrated that we didn't really do
The name
better
of one of
than
my
the before
favorite book
tournaments.
series is
But
main
I
characters,
still,
Kip.
I still would do the same probably if I was in that situation. I think, yeah, that's what it takes.
How
to
are you
win,
doing,
and if
guys?
Someone has a different
Okay.
approach, then
Phone call done. I
come
just had
up
to
and-
make that
and
call.
beat me, and then we'll talk about it. So yeah.
Just had to make that call. Remember, guys, always check in
I
on your
can
loved
definitely
ones.
respect that perspective, because at the end of the day, like, you do have to have those hard conversations. Like, did he need to approach it in that exact way? No, he probably could approach it a little bit better way. But you do need to be
Kip,
able to
Lightbringer?
give, like,
Oh,
hard
you're a
criticism
hashtag
and
Noah.
honest feedback in these situations.
You are a
so
hashtag Noah.
it's gonna get
Are we
a little
reading the
tricky,
YouTube chat today?
especially
I normally do,
when
friend.
talk to any player
Maybe
who's
there was a
so
stream where I
you are gonna get
accidentally,
rated scrims
like,
sometimes by the very
completely
best
forgot
players
to
in the
read
world.
it
It's gonna get
because I just
frustrating.
didn't
You have to
swap.
build the work
I think
for
there
that.
was one stream recently where I
Find
just
someone who's
completely
gonna
forgot.
say it like
And I was like 3 hours into a stream and I was like, oh yeah, YouTube chat. Like, I just never changed the doc on OBS.
Because like that is just the reality.
Hey, yeah, bro.
how
I'm
he
a
is as
big.
player and that he wants
I
to
love
demand,
I
and
love the
you
Lightbringer
will-
series.
you
The
will
Lightbringer
always
series
get
is great.
honesty from him.
Oh.
And that's something you will value as a team.
I'm gonna have to
It
full
really
screen
is,
this
and I got
to.
to actually interview Inspired earlier in the day to get his thoughts on facing his former team.
Oh, why is this broken? Oh, that's why it's broken.
Hello, I am here with Inspired ahead of your matchup against FlyQuest. You just told me you have never played against a former team before, so you are going to be going up against.
My attack is
FlyQuest,
based
who
on a
you spent quite a bit of
gymnastics
time with, had a lot of
move.
success with.
Oh,
How does that
interesting.
feel?
The Kip Glide.
Um,
Well, I do love Brenton
pretty
Weeks.
exciting. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's gonna
I
be
really rocked to that
fun.
series. That was like maybe
to play against a
no,
team
the
you
Lightbringer
know
series
so
wasn't the
well,
one.
And there are 3 players I played with for a while.
It wasn't the one that got me into Brenton Weeks books.
So,
It
since you played
was
with,
the
especially,
assassin
you
one.
know,
I just
Masu
forget
and-
its
and
name
Quad for a long
off the
time,
top of my
do
head.
you
The
feel
Night
like
Angel
there's,
series.
You know, certain things that you could maybe take
The Night
advantage
Angel
of? You're
series.
thinking
Yeah,
about,
yeah, yeah.
Like, I always hated when Quad did this. Like a weakness I could take advantage
Really,
of
really
Masu
cool
or
series that
anything
one was
like
as
that
well.
that you're thinking
I was thinking
when
about
you
reading
face
it
this
again because
matchup?
I haven't read it since I was
No, not
quite
really,
young.
honestly. I think I mean I know how they play, but they just play well. So
Yeah,
it's,
Kylar. I think his name
now
he starts off as
nothing
something
like,
different, and then his
the
like
thing
taken
that
name
we
is
take
Kylar.
advantage of. Yeah, I think
High-key
Masu
Aura
would
series.
Like when not much is happening, so you'll for sure make stuff happen in the game on the map. So yeah.
That's cool. So since you are playing against some of your former friends, your former teammates, whatever, or current friends, I guess.
Fly winning would be cinema. I do
how
agree.
Do you think that changes like the dynamic? Like, do you feel
I
like
do
going into
agree-
it, you're like,
agree.
Okay, I really want to kill Masu. I really want to kill Quad.
If Inspired had
or,
a
like,
PR manager,
I gotta-
he would have
gotta
been the
let 'em
closest
know
thing we
that
could have had to
I'm the
Bjergsen
better
popular tier
jungler,
player in
you're
NA.
missing out.
Seen
Like, do you
overall.
have any of that kind of dynamic with
Is
them?
smaller,
I mean,
so not the same
really,
peaks.
so, I don't really wanna.
I don't think
like,
Inspired really
kill
wants
them
it like
out,
that though.
just kill their Nexus. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
He
fine with
doesn't.
zero
He doesn't come across to
kills,
me as the
so
kind of guy
I
that
don't really
wants
think about
that.
killing Masu or Quad, I just wanna
If that
win,
makes
so-
sense,
So
like the
even if it's
social
the
side
Ekin
of it.
gameplay, you're playing Ivor and you're
Yeah,
going
yeah.
0-0-16.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
I don't think he
sounds good.
cares
Well,
about
best of luck, Inspired. Looking forward to the game today.
Yeah, the Nightbringer. Was it called the Nightbringer?
On the
Wait.
prize. I just want to kill the Nexus.
I
like
respect it, man.
True. I like the
called the
idea
Lightbringer
of like
trilogy?
Masu just does not like the game going slow.
I did
Oh,
like
Night
the way
Angel.
He snuck that in there just
Was it
because
called the
so
Night
many
Angel
LCS
series?
teams. We've been all about like ganking that 2v2 bot lane, or like how we can affect that 2v2 bot
Oh, it
lane.
was called the
and,
Night
you know,
Angels
Masu and Cryogen,
trilogy.
they've been known
Ah.
for stepping a little far forward.
Just the idea of like not having faced your former team before. Like that is a unique thing.
Yeah,
for a career that
I
he's
kind
had,
of
like,
I
going
want
from
Fly to win a little bit more, but I
playing
am
Europe,
also
playing in
torn.
North America for
TBH.
the long time that he's had.
I am torn.
It is a weird feeling that he has not had that yet.
I am
And
very
it
torn.
sounds weird, but no, he actually broke it down for me when I was like, oh, how's it going to be going against your former
Can we
team?
ship
Well,
Razork to
never done
NA?
before. Huh?
It's
Yeah,
not happening.
Well,
That
after
brother
I
has-
came to NA,
He has got
after
some
EG,
evil Blackmail on
was a New
Fnatic,
York, so
and
he's
he
never
is
actually
staying
played
there
with
to
the
just
former
collect the
orgs. I
check
played
for the
with
rest of his
lots
career.
Players I used to play with, but
Yeah.
never a former org, so that's a new experience for him.
It is for sure unique that he doesn't have that feeling of like I want to beat my old team because every other player we talk
Who are you
to
cheering for?
definitely has that. Not necessarily like, I want to kill this guy.
Like I was just saying,
Like,
Fly.
it's like, I want to show
I'd prefer Fly to
who's
win.
the reason that we won.
I just like the
So
personalities
it's
more on
nice
the
to be able
team.
to have that mentality,
That
'cause it
said, it's probably
definitely
worse for the
you-
region if
you
Lion
need
lose.
to be able to
So
go back to every kind
yeah.
of matchup in which you're facing your former team because they'll either play worse than they usually
Yeah, I
do
don't think
without
that
thinking it,
actually
but to have
that I think that
sense of
I actually
clarity,
think
you
that
need it in
right now they're kind of even. Maybe maybe Lion come in and they've just completely worked on themselves in the break. But
people I feel like we're thinking, you know what?
We shall
Bushido's
see.
gone, this bot lane from FlyQuest, it's not going to be very good anymore. Cryogen, I think, was like the least hyped addition to the team as well. But I feel like they are absolutely killing it.
I mean, I think
And
Cryogen is having one of the most high
their
impact
2v2 as a bot lane, 'cause
splits
I
in
don't know if
the
this is gonna be
league right now.
considered a take. I think they are the best laning 2v2 right now in the league. And I want to draw some attention to that, give them some credit. So this is from the series. It's going to be all 3 games against C9. Yes, their team did get blown out, but this is, pretty losing 2v2 matchup. They're playing the Jhin Alistar. They're going up against Nico as well as the Corki. So this is considered a losing 2v2, but they've taken a couple good trades. They've whittled them down a little bit, and we're going to start to watch through how they played out some of these lanes to get some really good advantages. Sven steps just a split second too far forward. Cryogen flash combos him, instant W root, and they're going to get a really big chunk in onto Sven through the barrier, but the wave is crashing. It's a cannon wave. Sven decides, you know what? I think we can defend the dive. We still have heal on Vulcan. I'm not going to actually look to base, but I really love how they set this up. You can see that it's going to be the Alistar on the minimap. He's going to be moving up to try to get a little bit of vision behind them. Sven is trying to play behind Vulcan to try to play this pretty carefully. And what Masu is going to do is he's actually going to get that 4th shot ready to prep a dive here in onto Sven. So the ward has been placed over on the minimap. And look at this. He doesn't rush it because Vulcan knows he wants to get him rooted up and peel for him immediately. So
I mean, I think the draft strategy for FlyQuest should be playing through jungle. And which I know might sound crazy.
Barrier, Q, 4th shot, gets Sven incredibly low, then pulls back, didn't take the early tower aggro.
But I think they just give Griffin something really, I think, mental. I think something that's going to make the game really unstable. That specifically is going to interrupt.
This one, let's be honest, it's more of
it's specifically going to interrupt what do you call it? Inspired, like gameplay loop, whatever he wants in the game.
Vulcan hits a bubble here in onto Masu, and this is where it is going to be more of that mistake from Sven, where he gets polymorphed up, and then coming out of the polymorph, you're going to notice he dashes right
dashes in. It's so insane. He dashes to the side. He needs to dash back here.
Then comes that ulti with
He just
the
isn't expecting Masu to one-shot him. It was so much damage.
Definitely could have played this differently, but again, it is a well-played 2v2 from FlyQuest. They got 3-0'd, but back-to-back games, 2v2.
Lion beat Fly this split, next split Fly beat Lion. That's the perfect script.
This game, there wasn't a 2v2 kill,
I think
but this is, again,
that's the most likely
their
outcome.
priority bot. Sven thinks that they've based. They actually lost some skirmishes down around bot side, and even the last game.
I actually want to see Gakkos versus Dokla though.
It's just a good trap that they've laid here for Sven.
That's the lane I've actually got my eyes on, even more so than bot.
On a base timing, gets that 2v1
I think
kill.
bot will be fun, but
And this
I
is
really want to
something
see
that's
if there's going to be
consistent throughout the
any
entire
fireworks
season.
in top lane.
People really do remember that Aphelios Thresh game that they played, where they were getting tons of 2v2 kills. But I feel like they have just been performing at such a high level in the 2v2, which is something I just wasn't expecting. I thought Cryogen
Griffin
was
looks like a
gonna
Fizz
be
player
on
to
time. I
me.
thought they
That
were
brother
gonna
will
be
play
fine
anything
themselves.
under the sun.
Things have not been perfect for them. By
Dude,
all
oh my
means,
God, speaking
especially
of,
outside lane and
after this series, guys, I'm probably gonna go. I'm just gonna go and play solo queue. Like, I'm probably even gonna do it off stream, to be honest.
Really good, really fast.
Yeah, and it makes things particularly tough for Lion because I actually think
I'm probably gonna do it off stream. I just wanna play like all of the bullshit, all of the meta bullshit.
Part of it was they did go up against
Saturday night after hours as well. Oh my God, the queues are gonna be hell. It's gonna be legit Shaitan queue, bro.
Was really, really nice to see from Berserker's like first game back, right? And I think overall, Berserker and Isles have actually been performing pretty well for them. With the bot lane focus, I feel like it's definitely something that Lion can kind of rely on as a potential strong point in the map, which is particularly tough now going up against FlyQuest because I actually fully agree that Fly's bot lane has been their strength. But here are some stats, and like I was kind of surprised when I was looking this up how high these two were in a lot of statistics in the LCS as a duo lane, because I feel like with Lion's kind of struggles compared to expectations, especially with the names on this roster, like we already talked about, they've quietly been incredibly solid for the team.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I think this team was built to really be able to play through their bot lane. If they're not playing through their bot lane, they're going to struggle because I think that they're really not built towards playing towards top side at all. Saint has been failing a lot actually. So bot lane has to be it. So that's
He's cool Rylech and learn Aatrox. Bro, I mean, these are all the champs he needs to be playing. He needs to be playing all these funky picks. My humble opinion.
I think they're a team that has an exceptional jungler that will play through it pretty frequently. So I have it going for LYON 3-1. Oh, you agree with me?
No, mine was actually supposed to be a FlyQuest.
Because you told me in the green room.
I'll be like honest.
Okay.
That's a graphic mistake. I said 3-1 FlyQuest.
Okay.
Because I think, so I agree. I actually do think, like I said, Lions bot lane, great thing for them to play around, and Inspired, still really creative, great jungler. However, I really
I'm
like
hoping
what
Gekko's is the
FlyQuest have been
breakaway
doing.
part.
I think they have a willingness to go in and a really good synergy that thus far
I'm hoping this is a
Lions
Gekko's.
lack. So going into this, that's why I did favor FlyQuest, because I felt like from what I'd seen from both teams,
Gekko
FlyQuest were just
series.
moving a lot more as a team.
I think this split will make or
absolutely.
break
I mean,
Isles
I
as a
think the way
fraud or
to
not.
add is I think Lions' mistakes are less early game
Possible.
and more a lot of throws late game. And we don't have any more time to talk about this, so let's start the show!
Start the show now. Huh. The YouTube stream. Guys, is everything on the YouTube side fine? I've got a pop-up here that, and I don't know what it means. It just says the ingestion stream contains multiple audio streams, but it must only contain one. Is the YouTube stream fine? Like, there's no audio issues on YouTube, right? YouTube stream is chill? Okay, I don't know. It's just tweaking. Then.
Hello and
Okay,
welcome back
cool.
to the Riot Games Arena, where
Don't know
Super
what to
Week
say there.
continues with another elimination best of 5. Up first, FlyQuest are looking fresh with a rebuilt roster, but they'll need to learn from their recent losses to continue their tournament lives. Their opponent,
Yeah, if Isles doesn't perform with this team, then he's homeless for a while.
This would-be super team needs
Alright,
to
much love,
find
guys.
their
I appreciate you
footing
all.
now. 2 teams enter the
Thank you,
elimination
my
series.
heart.
1 continues through the bracket. LYON versus FlyQuest starts right now.
And to me, the biggest story is Inspired against his former team. They accomplished so much together on FlyQuest. Now, he's not going up against all 4 of his former teammates, but it's his former org, his former mid laner, and his former AD carry.
I was really hoping that we'd get a little
Maybe that's
bit
just in
more
case
out of the
you're
interviews.
playing copyrighted content? Nah, I don't think
I
so.
just want to win versus them, and they're both just good
I'm not sure,
players.
though.
They play well.
Hope we get a 5-game banger. I think this is 4 games either way. I'll be very surprised if it's 5. If it's 5 games, then cinema. Like, I'm here. Like, hey, I'm here if you guys are here. I'm here if you guys are here.
Aspect of an AD carry. That's.
I'm here if
So
you
we'll
guys are
see.
here.
Yeah, Masu, I think though, as an individual, this split has been performing extremely well. Has really been a big carry force for FlyQuest, and the bottom lane definitely will be a big topic here as we get into the series.
And I think he's been working so well with this rookie support Cryogen coming in. They've been smashing a lot of their lanes, C9 series aside, but even there they still had a couple of really highlight moments, as Azale was talking about during the pre-show. So I think bot lane for the side of FlyQuest, absolutely. But I also want to talk about LYON because they're on a different type of pressure. FlyQuest, I think, were on general, like, lower on the power rankings. They had a lot of new players coming in. We weren't sure where to put them. LYON, they spent big. They got a flashy roster. They also find themselves in the lower bracket.
Absolutely. I feel like when you sign
Okay, FlyQuest the first pick here.
Player of the year, and then you also bring Berserker,
Let's see what they
a
prio,
former
because a lot of teams have
LCS
actually been banning
MVP,
Karma.
back to the LCS. Your
Karma first
expectation
rotation
immediately
into
gets
FlyQuest has been very, very
high. I think
common.
FlyQuest
There you go.
reset the
They don't want to give that
expectations
over.
by going with such
And
a
FlyQuest have had
roster.
really
But
unconventional
then
first
when
picks.
you
Like,
get
a lot of the
those
time
first
here,
two
you know,
series,
this would
the
be
highest
any of the mid
themselves
laners, right?
kind of
Talia,
away. So
Zir,
both
Ryze,
teams will
Orianna.
have pressure in this
And they
elimination
are actually
best
going to
of
draft
And
a
big
conventional
topic
opening
has been,
to the meta
solo
right
games,
now.
especially for LYON. So, you know, starting this draft out here.
So then
with
obviously that raises
what
prio
I
on
foresee to be
Nocturne
Orianna
as
is
an
very great.
example.
There's
That
always other angles you
raises
can
priority
go for, of
kind of
course,
on
like,
Jarvan
you
as
know,
well.
if you really
Engaging
wanna,
Orianna is really
attack
necessary.
Orianna in a different way, but that is simply the most
Let's see where they go.
We'll
Nico.
see if LYON end up taking that for Saint,
If they want to go
but,
Nico
you
Azir,
know,
Nico
you
Corki.
kind of
Oh, they're going to take away the
favor
Nocturne.
Quad
Okay.
and Gakkos actually as individual
Interesting.
solo laners going into this. Inspired being on Nocturne though.
So
I
obviously,
really like Nocturne
the
combinations with
other
crazy
engaged jungler that
engage
people
being
like
on
to take with
Nocturne
Ori is Jarvan.
already. Turn out the lights and
FlyQuest, however, they could go a
engage
different
too,
route,
so
and they could do
very,
like their
very
volley bear. They
strong
could do
way
a
to
full
attack
bot
with
lane
low mobility
if they
carry
want.
like Orianna. So
Like they
clearly
could go
LYON,
Nami, Nami
expecting
Corki,
this
or
to try to
oh,
set
Ash
the
Seraphine.
bracket with.
Pretty good
Okay, yeah,
top
this
pick,
works
but
too.
I'll also say,
Yeah,
Saint
Ash
has
Seraphine
0
likely.
Azir games in
Okay.
2026.
early slam. They just expect Corki here, or they make LYON pick between Corki and mid. Corki or mid.
Mind him playing it if I'm scouting him as the FlyQuest side. Also, the Ash Seraphine just slammed early by Monster Cryogen. It's been a duo that we've seen increasing priority on throughout the globe.
Yeah, likely Azir.
Would make a
Cool.
lot of sense, especially with the Akali ban.
I will say though,
More
like
towards that trade.
Azir, like
Standard picks, but just
Azir into these kind of tools from FlyQuest.
He's tried.
When you put it that way.
I think it feels really hard. Can join you for company? Yeah. Come in here, Cobwood.
The Nocturne denial for the Orianna,
Get in here, Beast.
Wave combo won't be there, but still Nico Nocturne's great. I just don't see
Howdy,
exactly
sir.
the rest of what LYON
Hello,
is trying to
hello.
do with this Azir. It's a
Welcome
flexible
in.
pick, but like I see clear identity with FlyQuest's side. Great team fight tools and
I will
comeback
throw you
potential.
up.
When does CLG play, Kobe?
Uh,
Was just
that.
asking.
That.
Too soon, Kangas.
There you go.
It's too soon to.
Okay, I was about to ask.
Okay, all right.
This will be easy.
Can we get that sign removed?
Give me another 5 years. No, I think I love.
How you doing,
Ash
brother?
Seraphine bottom lane, so getting some.
Not bad.
very,
I
very strong,
got access to an
base
account
out
in
of
low.
Marcel and Cryogen.
Yeah.
Again, this is
Because
something
I
that
made the
we're all
mistake
talking about
of
coming into
early
the
season.
series,
My
and
I'm like
Ah.
26 and 11 low diamond, and then I'm
of course,
35 and 20 and change low diamond, like diamond 3.
Right, yeah.
So I'm actually like, I mean, I would say like I was a top 5,000 player back when I played, because I mostly played like season 4 to season 8. This is the most I played since then. But I've been playing jungle support because I don't play enough to play lane anymore, and I'm not good enough at 55 ping. So I have an account now where I can play lane.
Okay.
So we've been enjoying the game. The game's actually in good shape right now. Like I think it's really fun to solo queue.
Yeah, no, it's very enjoyable. I agree. I agree. Well, we're kind of today being semi-serious with this series because one is Elim and two FlyQuest and LYON are like serious contenders.
Yeah. I heard you say you think it's going to be 4 either way.
Yeah, I think it's 4 either way. I think whoever gets the second map is likely to just win the series. That's my feel right now.
So my read on Fly right now is that Griffin is actually their weakest player, and they've been hiding it well in draft.
Okay.
By leaning into him playing what he likes and getting like more info before he makes decisions, because I think he's not good enough to blind quite yet. It's like other members have been stepping up so that he doesn't have to blind.
When we looked at the kind of
Okay.
super team for LYON, I was definitely expecting more out of a top laner like Dokla. He's gonna be playing into.
I can understand that take. I'm not fully on board with it, but I don't like. It's not a bad take at all either. Oh, Gwen jungle or
Set up for themselves.
Loki go right? Ah, they're probably just gonna go Jarvan.
Kind of expected, but you also need some good ball delivery for the Orianna.
This might be Gwen. I'm down for
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm-
And the
I'm
nice
hip
thing
to
about
it
this
again.
is it takes it away from Dokla, right? Like this is just he doesn't get to play Gwen into Sion either. This feels really nice. I need to add a little bit of text just so people know, or I can just.
What do you think about Zion jungle right now?
Really OP.
Oh my god. It's so OP.
Well, they're playing at top, so it's not gonna play. Oh, okay, they swapped over to Renekton last second.
I don't like Renekton in this game at all.
No, it feels really horrible to play. Can a mod pin that for me, please? And then I'm gonna run a minute of ads. So I'll see you guys on the
I
other
think
side of that.
Renekton logic is they're accepting that late game is bad, so they're indexing as much in early game as they can, but I still don't like it.
Yeah, no, I think you
I think
should
it's
just.
neutralized by a lot this game.
Yeah, I think you should just take something that's just gonna scale linearly with it and just accept it. Like you've got Jin Nico for strong lane anyway. As long as you're like, even if it's like, bro, I think Rek'Sai is monster here. I mean, Rek'Sai is really good here, but I guess they just don't want to.
I'm hip to Rek'Sai.
I think it hinges on how
Just don't want it for some reason.
the early stages of the game go
It's all
for
good
LYON.
though.
They have enough damage to
Are
actually
LYON
make
cooked? I don't
these
think
quick
LYON are
engages,
cooked, but
result in kills. If they have enough damage
I don't like their end
for
product
Nico
here
engage to result in
that
lethal
much.
kills, then I think it's fine. But if you get to the point where it's like, wow, there's a beefy science.
I have not liked what I've seen from LYON. Like what they put on the wrist
Not
so
at all.
far.
Not at all. I'm not super like. Oh, I'm blocking a sponsor. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was gonna pop up there.
Like we were all pretty aligned in this last Power Spike episode, and I didn't really feel like there was room to not be aligned. You know?
I agree. Like not to be like, yes, this echo chamber is lovely. I adore it in here, but it felt really hard to. It feels really hard to be a lawyer for LYON and be like, Your Honor, this team is really good. Like, here are all the results. And it's like, anytime they played up against a half-decent team or a team on their good day, they've just looked really bad. And I think the most, like, the worst indictment of this is actually their Dig series, their opening series of the split. That was not a good series. People like, look at that in retrospect, it's like, oh, it was a 2-0. Bro.
They gave zero shits. They played so lazy.
And that's my concern. It's like, I think every single series you should be... I don't care how confident you are in your ability to just come in and if you're better than them, just stomp them. No nonsense.
Because we know Inspired here on LYON trying to make this team work, trying to get back to that LCS championship form.
I don't know, I just think that, like, the building of this roster is so flawed to me. Because I think what made the last iteration of FlyQuest really good was that Busio really didn't play a lot of lane. And that made it so that Inspired could really play the maps that he wanted to. And I think Isles is just the worst support outside of lane. Like, I know this guy always has really high-ranked solo queue counts. I think he lanes well. But I just don't like how he views the game outside of lane from what I've seen. And I think that you're pairing two good laners bot together in theory, but I just don't know who has a brand of this team outside of Inspired. I think Dokla kind of does. I just don't think it sets up for a cohesive team.
Yeah, no. And I think even like Dokla, you only really get access to that kind of like, that movement, like mid-game, right? That's just how a lot of top lane dynamics work. Like sometimes, yes, like top laners can have a bit of say about how early game is going, but like when there's no lane swaps anymore, it's just like infinitely less valuable too.
Well, I would say that if you look at the matchups, Dokla's playing Renekton and a Scion, so should be completely fine early, and he should have an early CS lead.
But how much is he going to be pushing the lead is kind of the question I'm seeing.
I mean, he just went
Yakos missed Caddy and he's down early.
Yakos is in threat of just getting popped right now. If he missteps
against let's see if Inspired wants to take the dive. I think Dokla is also a bit too chunked for it, maybe. And to be honest, Inspired on Nocturne, I think he's just going to want a stable game. Like, he's just going to go crab, go right back to base, call it a day. I'm more curious about how Gwen is going to scale in this game. When you've got Seraphine and Orianna, you have to be Thanos, right? Just the default. I don't think there's any setting that isn't just I am OP. Oh.
Here comes Inspired for his first visit.
Yeah, I think this game comes down to the first Nocturne and Nico timers. And if those don't hit, then it's an easy game for Fly. If they do hit, then things get interesting.
A summoner spell advantage technically for Inspired though, because Ghost was popped by Griffin.
It's actually a slight efficiency boost for Inspired as well. He did a rapid.
Oh yeah. Thank you. I had to take it down earlier. There's the C9 banner. Apologies. Forgot. C9, don't kill me. C9. I was co-streaming CBLOL earlier. I forgot to put it. That's my bad. Someone else said that. Yeah. I missed it. Yeah, C9 are gonna beat my ass. My fault, gang. My fault.
And Griffin onto the Krugs at the moment. So Inspired does have alone time here versus his other previous teammates.
I feel like this problem could have been avoided if you had some Zenny eyewear for everyone.
Inspired did accomplish so much on this FlyQuest team, though. Team accomplishments, but also individual accomplishments. So he spent 2 full years on this FlyQuest org.
Yeah, I'm honestly just hoping that LYON shows any signs of life. Which sounds so depressing to say, but this team has been so depressing to watch, actually, in terms of, like, playing as a team of 5. Because as a team of 5, I think there's an argument outside of SR for them to be the worst team we've had in LCS so far.
Really did dominate.
Yeah, I don't know. I would just like. I like the signs of life angle. That's kind of how I'm coming in here. It's why I say like, I want to see just like clean 3-1. Like if you're gonna drop a game, I think that's fine against FlyQuest. I think that they're a messy enough team that if they like kind of catch you off guard, it can happen. But yeah. I do, Momik, I do. It's just that this specific scene that I'm using on OBS, so this scene is actually a Telestrator scene. So I can draw on it like this. Cubby, you can't see this. It's not what I'm screaming to you, so sorry. But like,
No, it's fine.
you can see, I can draw, I can see, I can do circles. I've got arrows. Boom, boom, boom. I can do all of that. So I was using that for the CBLOL one earlier, but I just didn't. I was using this scene for the CBLOL stream earlier, but I just didn't end up using this now.
Actually, in your chat, who's more depressing right now, LYON or Fnatic? I mean, Fnatic's out, but I think it's actually an interesting discussion.
Wait a second. Are they doing anything besides?
Fnatic. Fnatic. I don't think it's an interesting discussion at all, bro. Like Fnatic, if you're, I think if you're, if you're a Fnatic fan, you're just depressed. Oh,
this is very bad.
Yeah, this is not great.
But it is still a death. A rocket pick. First blood picked up by LYON.
Well.
So it's kind of crab adjacent though.
Yeah, crab adjacent. I like this. Yep.
Inspired got level 6 off of the top crab, and that led to his death because he got ulted on in there.
Do we add?
Crab deaths. 4 versus C9, 8 in 2026. What a funny ass lower third.
Why are you writing this so bad, Kobe? Kobe, learn how to use the telestrator, man.
Did he fail the dash over the wall, or he didn't have it? I think he dashed whilst he was in the pit. Oh, hello. Quad might be able to walk this out.
He's got no phase rush.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Masu gets flash out of Berserker as Grajan will block the deadly flourish. So action in 2 lanes as Kobe will learn how to use the
But yeah, I think it was still on cooldown. I think
You're backing up this propaganda.
I want to say curtain call. Oh, Crygen's dead as hell.
One lands 2 and picks up a 2nd kill for the team.
I mean, this game has turned
Not a great start.
in LYON's favor.
For Fly.
Not for Fly at all.
Again, I think it's about Nocturne and Nico timers. So for me, the fact that no Drake's been taken yet, I try to probably force Grubs heavy, given Renekton being up there, and see if we can get that for a Drake trade.
Yeah.
So I think the Grubs, like, I do think LYON needs Grubs to snowball this game.
Yeah, I agree. And also what's good is they have Nocturne R again for Grubs, because they used it so early. So it'll be off CD.
I kind of agree with chat saying like Grubs are ass, but if you have Renekton Azir and you need to win this game early, I think getting Grubs is actually pretty good.
Okay,
I think the timers, how this lines up here, I think Grubs.
I have
Grubs
seemingly the minority take here. That I actually think Grubs are fine.
Yes, actually, yeah.
I think they're weaker than Drakes in general now. Like a single, like I think a singular Drake. If you ask me, like, would you take a singular Drake or 3 Grubs? I'm saying a Drake, right? But I think the way that Saint inspired. Yeah. I think if they actually just tried to hit Inspired, they would maybe kill him there, but I think the call was out. Actually, as I say that, Quad has Catalyst, so. But yeah, I think like Grubs, if you're killing a tower from full HP, Grubs are actually really useful. If you're doing anything but killing a tower from full HP, Grubs are just not useful. So I think they're just like, right now, they're just a contextually strong objective / like how much you use side laning. But I think their baseline needs to be higher. Like I think the baseline of Grub's power does need to be stronger at the minute. I think they're just really concerned about buffing them because the perception of towers right now is that they're really weak, which I also disagree with. I don't even think towers are that squishy.
You don't mess with inspired jungle timers like that. He's not gonna
you just take them in a different way.
Camp just because the crab was on the top side and.
Like before, towers just had pretty much like once plates are gone, towers they're just a flat like HP bar, right? Now they are adaptively tanky to the circumstance. And again, that's why I think Grubs are like good.
Only 9 minutes into the game. And it happened in a very similar way.
It's also just how the plates are designed. Because if you have Grubs, your odds of taking 3 plates, like when you hit a turret first, are pretty high. You know, like you're ahead on the side then. Like you get to an enter, and you can just get like 400 gold for running a tower. It's pretty nice.
Like he was just trying to get his farm. He's saying, okay, he's taking top crab. Let me do something else. But the problem with playing against Inspired is he
like in theory, the tower resistance change should buff Grubs. Though I know they did. I think they changed the numbers on the Grubs in the off season. I could be coping here, but I feel like they did.
Communicating with his teammates. Hey, defend this camp.
Yep.
And they do get it. So, yeah, it makes the game.
I'm curious when FlyQuest can fight next. Because they've gotten the first 2 neutrals, but they're down bad.
Still try and stick to the game plan of, hey, we are going to look to play off our synergy.
I think they can fight 4th Drake if they want.
You know, we have
Like, they could
Seraphine,
actually
we
just
have
sit here for the
Oriana
next 15
Fields, we
minutes
have
and
a
do
really
nothing.
beefy front line. And so
Yeah,
we're
legit,
still
they
gonna
could.
try and get as much money as we can into the Gwen, Oriana,
And I think that would benefit them quite
we'll
heavily.
still
I
try
think
and build up.
Seraphine,
We did
as far as
see
like
at
the
least
air
Griffin's getting
quotes
objectives.
metas
He got the
supports
dragon,
right now,
if he dies, he gets the 3 grubs, so
is
he
probably
still
just the
being active
best
on the map,
scaling
regardless of Inspired,
support
shutting him down in the early game.
in like the accepted pool, besides Karma. I think Karma's the only one that outscales it.
Right now is
I think Karma is
Dokla.
ridiculously
Might see some action
OP.
up top side here. The side ult goes
Mhm.
in, lands the first
I think
knockout.
Fly's had a good read on that.
Decimating smash. Griffin is there for the damage. Needlework comes through. Has the Dominus and will pop it. Heals as he rushes away.
Wow.
Flash to safety, and Dokla does get out of there.
Oh no.
Inspired thinking about a counterplay here.
Low health bars on 2 members. He just jumps past the
Oh, man.
Sod straight on the Griffin. Another kill to Inspired. Flash out from Gakkos.
Oh
And he gets
boy.
back to the turret.
Guys,
But
Inspired is
just
2-1.
continually punishing Griffin.
Yeah, the other thing is that Nocturne
And the
is
crab
one of
spawns
the
top.
best,
Oh my god.
You know, like responding type junglers. Bottom side, they're gonna
Oh.
make their own play
Blossom
again.
flash on the both. Root follow up on Amasu. Berserker's trying to get that damage in, and in comes the mid lane.
Oh, okay, Saint.
Arrow from Saint.
Masu almost sidestepped. Oh, he flashed that though. My goat. All right, just hold. Yeah.
Well played, Masu.
Yeah, I agree. Really well played by Masu, to be honest.
We'll pick that one up.
Mhm.
1-for-1 trade in the bot lane.
Almost a perfect play by Lion and Saint there. Use the flash.
I think Griffin missed his R3.
Adrenaline just fire off, and he forgot that the
Huh.
turret did damage. He sits in the turret and dies.
I don't know if they're going to replay it. They're more likely to replay the bot play now.
I don't think he did. I think that the hitbox was on top of him.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Related.
Yeah.
They are. Okay.
We'll see. No, we're getting
Two
a
former MVPs
bot lane
doing some
replay.
work.
Okay,
Yeah,
there we go.
Lion.
There we go.
Making things happen. We're gonna watch this play one more time. This is all started by
That was an
Saint
aggressive fish by
chasing,
Cryogen.
teleporting, knowing that they can make a play off the Nico ultimate. Flashes over it, insane timing.
Dude, how often
But
do
then
you
goes a
see
little
someone
too
flash
far,
over an
man.
Ash arrow in that angle? It's so
Then Masu
crazy.
flashes back in, Oriana ball arrives from quad, and it makes it a bit more of an even trade.
Yeah, I mean.
What about Senna? Didn't she get
I
Giga
thought
buff last
Isles
patch?
deserves so much credit here for this
I know
Nico
FlyQuest
ult, getting
played a
both
game
of
of
them
it,
on
Senna.
the edge and then barely surviving there, kind of kiting away.
Senna like I think Enchanter Senna.
I'm still alive.
Not for long it wasn't.
That is like the first champ I associated Masu with.
Yeah, honestly, it
When he's
looked
playing in
funny
tier
if
3,
you look
he
at
is really good at that
Berserker right now,
champ.
because he clearly like, oh, you know, we got our 2 kills here, like we dominated the bottom lane. But then he sees Saint under tower and he turns around and he's like, well, okay, I can ult, I guess. I'll try and follow up. And so
FlyQuest put Masu on Sion though. Oh yeah, shit, they did. That's correct.
In this game, that was needed because it was so one-sided.
I mean, Griffin might be trying again, but
So apparently in the offseason,
Right here.
Masu was playing top lane and was really good. Oh my.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be 2 kills picked up by Lion.
Guys, there's a gap.
Griffin's been read like a book.
Guys, there is a gap, and it's Berserker is ganking mid, guys. Guys, the enemy ADC just ganked my lane, and I am playing mid laner.
FlyQuest are the youngest roster in the LCS.
I mean, Griffin's just been read like a
that
book
we've
in the
had in a
playoffs.
very, very, very long time.
Yeah.
And the kids are just getting beat up on the Rift today, Jack.
So they were actually, by average age, the youngest Tier 1 roster this year at the start of the year, and it's showing up a little bit in this game. I will say a lot of their losses, as ugly as this looks right now, have followed a somewhat similar trajectory. Because if you take this game as an example, after Griffin gives up that first kill, they have the Oriana Scion, Ashe Seraphine, and the Nocturne can countergank.
We all sending Fly to Brazil.
You kind of need to stop making moves.
Yeah,
Like, you needed to be
let's get him
patient,
down
but
there.
Griffin always seems to want to try and win the game back in the next fight, and it's just sending them further and further behind.
Another thing is that Inspired is a really good Nocturne player because he always remains efficient.
In a way, I don't think that
Almost
Fly's
never
comp
gives
is ever
away his
like
position,
truly out of this
so it
game.
makes it hard when you're
No,
like, yeah,
no, that's
okay,
the annoying and scary
are
thing.
we just supposed
They
to never
genuinely
move
have to be
after we
like,
don't know where Inspired is?
relative
You
to
have
the
to
game
just
timer, they have
so
to
you
be like
assume
8k
that
gold
he's
down
everywhere.
Yeah.
until
Right?
basically
You're like,
35
well, I
minutes,
don't see
and then
Inspired,
they're
so
then
he's
they're
probably
out.
gonna ult counter me.
Oh.
Turns out, yes, 2 out of 2 times he was there at the actually 3 out of 3 times.
Yep.
He was exactly there.
They spotted him there. They know that Inspired's topside currently.
Got eyeballs on him.
Yeah. Can we keep that tracking going? I don't think it's likely, unfortunately. Yeah, he's just been a menace so far and is getting a massive lead in the jungle. 1K individual lead for Inspired right now. And yeah, I gotta say, I mean, I was super impressed with Griffin in his debut. He had very aggressive jungle style, but then now last 2 weeks rather against Blabber, this week against Inspired, has been struggling much more to actually find these windows. We're seeing some of the weaknesses of these young junglers coming in, these young players getting punished by the vets.
Yeah, I mean, Inspired and Blabber didn't get to the top of the jungle food chain by chance, right?
I will say for the chat, I was asked to make a top 10 prospects list early last year, and I did have Kryro and Yukino above Griffin.
He sees into the future.
I don't know. Griffin just didn't read map states quite as well. Like the other two guys were smarter. I just value that more for his role. And definitely has showed early on for Griffin.
Objective bounties can be very swingy.
But his weird pool, like, he knows when this shit's strong. I still think that, again, like, it's probably has to be 6K or, like, 8K gold plus for Lion to be comfortable. Because after 2 items, Griffin's going to be strong.
Even just yesterday, we almost saw DSG kind of slingshot Team Liquid. But it's still going to be difficult. I don't want to say, like, oh, yeah, like, there's a great chance for FlyQuest to bounce back here. They got to find that avenue or find a way to slow the game down. Either way could work. Getting that first dragon will naturally slow down the dragon soul timer for Lion, but it could be a while until they're really comfortable to contest at these other objectives. But we got 2.5 minutes until that one. Right now, game could slow down a little bit more unless Lion want to be the one to make action happen right now.
I will say, I could see the Gwen value in the draft, but if you have Ashe Seraphine, I feel like taking a jungler that can interact with bots so good, and Gwen can't really interact with bot this game.
No, that's for sure. It really covers the top side matchup, right? Like, that's kind of the nice thing about this. I think if you go something like Jarvan, then it's like, okay, that can interact with the bot side. But then I think the jungle matchup is kind of, like,
that's a good point, actually.
That's a good argument.
It's not horrible or anything, but
also, you could do it in a game where your team is already
don't enjoy it. But I'm not sure how much you enjoy Gwen into Nocturne here either. So of course, Inspired has just been running the matchup.
And then you can go further under the turret next time too.
Yeah. No, then you can protobolt out from the turret.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
I find Nocturne to be very oppressive in these scenarios, where, like, if you're playing Gwen jungle, you would love to outramp your opponent, and it's so hard to outramp Nocturne, you know?
Yeah, Nocturne, like, he's one of those weird champs you wouldn't think gets exponentially quicker around the map once he starts to get a bit of gold, but he really does.
It would be a 3v2, as Doka will just pop the Dominus right away to clear out the wave.
Yeah, also prevents a possible dive. Inspired would have been there on Nocturne as well. Definitely Lion trying to play the control game. This is the type of game that Inspired would like to play. Only take the winning fights, farm as many minions as you can between those winning fights, and then kill the Nexus.
I think that is the type of game that most people would like to play. I would like to play that type of game where I'm just winning.
Yeah?
Seems ideal.
How do most of your games go, though?
It's very calm now from the side of Lion, since they have such a large lead to leverage. All you have to do is work off objective timers.
Second item, Serpent's Fang, is a lot.
FlyQuest have a very difficult time.
Yeah, Jhin is gonna, like, he's maybe not gonna do all that much damage, but it's super valuable for everyone else. So
Jet, I see you're pointing out the rocket belt on Isles.
It's whatever.
That is not on Azir.
Oh, it's for sure valuable this game.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're trying to kill Dokla again. I see.
Now, the arrow goes wide. He's able to dodge that one, flashes the wall, and gets away from the attempted gank.
I mean, they're not playing Drake. I think this is fine.
Yeah.
And again, Dragon's coming up in 5 seconds, so this feels like a play that FlyQuest was trying to send it on the top side while they expected Lion to be setting up for this Dragon.
Yeah, which I think is correct. You know, try playing a cross-map play while the enemy takes a Dragon that you know you can't fight. So don't blame FlyQuest for going for that play. Unfortunately for them, it doesn't result in anything, but you can't really fight this Dragon anyway because of the large gold lead here.
Saint is sitting on 3,200 gold, so he has enough to buy any item he wants.
He can one-shot.
Bad news for you, Jet.
Well, he had enough money for it, so maybe he just... You're at the store, you see something for 3,200 and something for when you have all the money in your pocket.
Why get the budget option, you know?
Get the big one.
It's like you can add something that costs 5% more on your total order once you're spending enough. It's like that's a typical sales trick, you know? Yeah. All right, well, that is a second dragon now picked up here eventually for a
Oh,
Lion.
where's
Actually,
Nocturne?
no, it's going to be Paranoia popped to bot side instead.
Oh my god.
Inspired in a 1v1
That was
right
quad
now,
here.
and he likes those odds. He will just slaughter quad all on his own on a rampage.
Well.
See, I bet you that felt good. He said he wouldn't care about killing quad, but if he's able to
That wasn't
solo
close.
kill quad
No.
in the side lane,
No, it wasn't.
it's got to feel nice.
I like that. I like that assessment right there. I expected them to just go straight to the dragon, but no, instead they go for the play. Now they'll get the dragon as Dokla finds Gakkos under turret right now. Just trying to get the damage on him instead of going for the wave. Gakkos has flash available and also has Griffin in his back pocket.
Okay.
They just turn back on a Dokla, slices
Guys,
away,
for the first time ever, Dokla doesn't have flash, and he can 1v2.
Gakkos is out of there, but maybe they get Griffin. Isle drones
It's a
all
horror.
over. Pop Blossom stunned onto Griffin, and it's Saint with the kill credit. 0-5 for Griffin. Lion with their 10th kill as a team.
Yeah, Big Dokes had a Spear of Sojin completed there and had the early Black Cleaver as well, so just shred that Scion.
It is a horror.
Yeah.
Like, this is very bad.
Lion are looking really good today.
I agree. For what it's worth, both Team Liquid and Lion had very high preseason hype.
Yeah.
Didn't deliver in the first 3 weeks of Swiss, but it's hard to make a full judgment on a team based off of 3 early weeks when everyone's coming in with visa delays. Not
Who's the
having
other
that much
person in
time practice
call?
together.
Oh
Now
yeah, I
this
guess I haven't
2
got
weeks
it.
that both of these
I should
teams
pin
have
that
had
in
to kind of
YouTube,
train
shouldn't I?
in their time chamber. This is more the Lion that people would expect to see.
So, question for you and chat: is that
but
the
it's
earliest
Cubby.
Baron that we've had in the LCS?
It's Cubby, let me pin that.
Just some Rand.
Find it. Pretty early, but
That's
Yeah.
sad about the
We have
state of
had
NA
a
game
decent amount of one-sided
in
games.
front of my eyes. This has been a tough game.
TL versus Shopify had an earlier Baron.
Wait, I can't pin. Can I not pin messages in YouTube chat? I swear I
It was
can.
the highest goal to 20 though.
Ooh.
7.4 thousand. It feels like the highest
Wait,
goal to 20.
I can't pin my own message, but I can pin other people's messages.
I'm going
What?
through- it feels kind of like deja
What?
vu of like the game.
What
where
kind of sense does that
Cloud9 was
make?
stopping FlyQuest. Because I felt that during those
true.
ones also.
True.
And it was very similar, you know. It's like, oh, you know, Blabber invades Griffin. This time it was, you know, Griffin.
I was
had
wondering
to
how
go
Mystery Speaker
invade
knew about NA Tier
Inspired
2
and
players. Yeah, now you know.
mess with his camps.
Huh.
But it was kind of similar, you know. And then they continue to attack the jungle, and then there's no leverage there for FlyQuest. So I don't know. It's
Cubby is a deep lore knower.
And the biggest weakness of this FlyQuest team is playing with the deficit, right? Even the games that they won
There we go.
early on in the season
Cheers.
against Shopify when they had the early deficit,
That'll do.
the types of plays they go for are very similar. They're always trying to win back the deficit in a big way.
Yeah.
But in this game and in some of the C9 games, those big swings have missed and exposed them to get counterpunched in a heavy way.
And back to Kobe's earlier point, this is now back-to-back series here. I mean, this is only game one. We still have many more to play here.
Yeah,
but back-to-back,
calm down, buddy.
yeah.
Just because it's happening one game doesn't mean this is gonna happen all day.
But it is Griffin, a rookie. I still call him a rookie. I know he played one split down in LTA South last year, but still very new jungler coming into the league, playing against two of the goats. You know, it's Black.
I mean, I don't hate the idea
I think we're
in
starting to
theory.
see why these two junglers
I just think some of the
are held to such high
decisions
esteem when they're able
where
to
it's like I think
make
Gwen
games.
just doesn't really
Again,
want to
I'm gonna
interact
call
with
him a
Nocturne
rookie,
until
look like
she has
this.
Dusk and Dawn, and even then,
Despite Griffin having a fantastic debut,
you don't really want to be around
has now been kind of shut down
till
last
maybe
couple of
what,
games
like
here
level
as
11.
Inspired
It's just
will
like a
continue
long
to
period
shut
of
down.
time to not
At
really
this
want to
point,
interact
there's
with each
really
other.
nothing for FlyQuest to
Like you
fall.
need
Like,
first
they had a
move,
way
you need
pushed
like
in
you
with
need
the
a lot,
Baron
and you
Lock.
could get it from
These
some of
are
these
the
lanes,
couple
right?
camps.
Like I
It's
think you can
getting
get it
so
from Ash
difficult
Seraphine,
as
you can
Gakkos
get it on
swings
Windows
up
in the
one
Orianna
side
lane,
and
but
will not land it onto Dokla.
And Lion is also playing really well. They
I think
are
the
pushing waves in
the
a big
floor of
way.
execution is
Inspired
like
has been hiding his position
weirdly
really
high on
smartly.
this
I think
this
the fact
lineup.
that he
Oh, sorry,
successfully
this draft.
countered Griffin on his first 4 moves has then also dissuaded you from even going for more moves. So FlyQuest is giving up most of their waves. They have
I
to
think the
give up
issue is
most
that
of their
Griffin just played in the
camps,
Nocturne
and
like
it's
2 or
a
3
big
too many
toll.
times.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
because the jungle story is so
I-
interesting and big with
I mean, this
Inspired
game kind of has me less
for
convinced
teammates
on the
and
pick
his whole
working for sure.
organization, you know, it might take
But
some
it
of the
definitely does
camera
not
time
work if you're
away
playing
from the bottom
into
lane,
Nocturne.
But Berserker and Isles were
Yeah,
really
no, no, no.
struggling
You got to
to
play
get
away
through.
from that champion early on.
Isles had some really good engages. Berserker was absolutely destroying them down there. And there's another one.
Paranoia underneath the turret onto Quad.
Oh my
trying all
god,
in
he
with the
spill
help
shielded
of
the
Saint.
shockwave.
Quad has the stasis. Zonia's popped. And the
Aye,
turret falls,
aye, aye.
and Lions still get the kill. Turret
Just dove him
and
full
kill credit
full
for
HP under the tower.
Such a value, you know, pick to steal away Nocturne from an Orianna, because not only do you deny the
Yeah, this is an
Nocturne and
impressive Nocturne
Orianna
for
on
sure.
the same team, the synergy for the ball delivery, but it's also one of the best champs at attacking Orianna in the side lane.
Okay. but now Griffin has a window. We just saw Inspired bot side.
I've seen this a few times.
Ganking React in round 6.
A lot of effort into this top half, and now Dokla is just finding himself in a 1v1 with Isles behind. Flash out of Gakkos. Pop Blossom should knock him up. Cryogen trying to keep his top laner alive. Not long enough. Griffin jumps in. So does Masu. Flash
Oh my god, Masu's one shot.
We'll play
Oh my
Dokla
god, the
now.
whole bot lane. Oh my. It's was
No, just the quadra kill to the mid laner, but Lion showing up huge in the top lane again.
Quad was already dead, so it couldn't have been. But he killed all 5 of them.
well.
You know, delayed.
Yeah.
Delayed.
God, man, 15 to 1, Kobe?
This
Oh
is
god.
not what we expect. Oh, we're just doing it again? We're just doing it on
Exploit.
repeat. Shane Paranoia bot side, welcome back to the Rip Quad. We took that one personally. Ace for Dokla.
Bro, his death timer is longer than the cooldown of his ultimate, man.
All opponents are dead.
Oh my god.
Like that, usually those are kind of like funny, but when it's actually a beatdown like
That was
this,
a
it
rough
just
one.
Feels mean.
One of you said earlier, it's like
Dude,
you
they
know,
might hit-
You know, the veterans.
they
being
might
the
hit
kids. It's
20K.
like an episode of Always Sunny right now. Like this is getting a little ridiculous. 16 to 1.
Guys, they might hit 20k.
Okay, so this is the top lane play. I didn't know which one we were coming back to. This is a
They might hit
teleport
20K
from
gold
Lion
lead. It's
to help
possible here.
defend Dokla.
Yeah, and just watch the Azir Saint approach this play. He gets the first one. He's going to be able to get all 4. Very fed at the moment. Deathcap, Soul Stealer completed after this fight. Literally feels like he 2-hits Griffin. 1 ult and then an auto attack. Reaction too. I thought it was a penta because the quadra kill happened so fast.
And also
Wait, that was my flag, mate.
We see the side die, but then
That was my flag. You see on his
Brit was
shirt?
what?
And
He
replay.
was impressed.
Nobody else is reacting, and he's looking around like, yo, anyone? That was crazy, right? And everyone's like, well, this game is just over.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm kind of checked out.
But I think part of the reaction.
Check back in!
Check back in, guys. Saint just got a quadra kill after having a really tough performance so far this split. I think this is a resurgence for all members of LYON. Like, Inspired was the one that I really was.
And it
focused
needs
on,
to
like,
import
we
EU
still
fans now.
Berserker as well had a couple
What
of really good
fans?
plays.
Where?
The team was
Find
struggling.
them.
We need to
This
import
does not
all the
feel
fans
like a team
possible.
that's struggling. They feel like they're on the same page here.
No, it doesn't. And this is only brought up because it's so opposite to what we had prepared. Saint
I heard the Chinese are looking
struggling
for new
down.
homes.
His damage was down. His gold difference of 14 was down. This game
They've been
is
disappointed
way up.
internationally
I think
one too many
part of it is
times.
that the other
We need
jungler was
to pay the
completely removed
viewership
from the
bots and
game,
farms to
and so
spectate.
much of it has been
Yep.
set up by Nocturne.
Agreed.
One
Here's the
final
Baron
Baron
fight.
setup right now. We're going
Sounds
in
early.
for the play. It's Gakkos on the front line. Dokla's buying space for the rest of the team. Lion
Yeah,
have
these
taken
guys are about
down
to get
the
touched,
enemy
man.
top laner first. Current call. Dokla's going to help chase down on the quad. Lots of slows landing. Cryogen will tank up the last one and flash
Or
to
not.
safety. As Lion, the Baron is delayed, but they still did kill Gakkos.
So, if you're the coach for FlyQuest,
Think card.
yes, or Apollo, how do we? Well, let's take a look at the Baron.
They have Seraphine,
Yeah,
so
it
their
seems
group
like
is still
FlyQuest
okay.
have more fight left in them. They have ultimates available from support to mid to bot, and now over the wall. Isles looks for the pop blossom, will land another one. Cryogen falls.
That's
Quad
no
goes into
longer okay.
stasis. Masu trying his best to get damage down, but Dokla's on
Dude,
top
can they
of
kill
it.
anyone?
In comes Saint with another
Wow.
shuffle and another multi-kill.
Oh my
That one's
God.
a triple. Lion win
It's not
another
okay at
big
all.
fight.
It's just
So I was gonna say, how
Yeah.
do we protect the mental for next game? Not just considering this single game, because you know people ask that a lot for best of fives. Okay, just look at the next game. It's fine. It's a long series, but it is not just this series. It's also the last.
I mean, good
two
angles from Lion.
series that they
Oh, yeah.
played versus Cloud9. Also, it has been
like there's been a lot of
very
punishing
League of
It has felt that way. It's
in this
interesting because
this
what the
game,
last
but
search is they're ending the game
also
right
their
now.
proactive
A
plays have been
20,000
pretty good.
gold lead. They drafted themselves more early game agency as the series progressed.
Wait,
And
hold,
here they did
hold.
the scaling. They didn't have much of a
Game's
fallback
not
plan once
finished.
they fell behind other than playing
Oh my
very
God, they're gonna have a
cautious, which they
20K.
couldn't do. So I would imagine
They're gonna get a
part of
20K.
it, okay, we need to really
They're gonna have to go-
prioritize winning lanes. Since when we go for fights, we can't be at a deficit.
And at least to FlyQuest's credit, Gakkos gives his life to try and clear the wave. Cryogen's there to help, so Lion can't end on that push. But this game.
Oh my
goodness.
God.
There was a Q and an auto from Saint onto Griffin. And
Griffin's
he almost
dead.
just dies. Now Inspired goes in. He was at that help without started. Flies over the wall from Isles.
That's
Lands on
Wow.
three with the current call on top of it.
They have a 20K gold lead. They actually 20K'd them, bro.
Reset. They just needed to refresh their cooldowns. Quad will be aced. Lion will win another
Oh
fight.
my
It's a
God. It's gonna be a
slaughter.
21K by the time the game ends.
The 21
Oh my god.
Game won, the Lion. A gold lead that is more thousands of gold than the average age of the team. I don't think that's ever happened in the history of League of Legends. Wow. Can you win a whole series in one game, Lounge? You gotta let us know, because that was wild.
No.
No.
You factually are
They just got
unable to
generationally
do that. You have to win
dumpstered.
3 games out of 5
That
to win
was-
this series.
But the kill deaths on that one might be
Yeah.
having someone on FlyQuest yelling, "Help!" Help! Oh, that was a tough one to watch, honestly.
That was a beatdown.
That was felt like we were watching FlyQuest C9 again.
Oh my
I
god.
want to apologize to Lion for giving FlyQuest a game this series.
Let's wait a second here, buddy. Okay. I mean, the thing that just kind of blew my mind is I was thinking FlyQuest, we see their draft, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. Inspired is known as like a heavy farming style jungler. You're gonna go Gwen, and you're just gonna like farm it up, and you have Ashe, which scales really well, and Seraphine, like the bot lane scales really well, and you got Sun on
Well,
the top side,
look,
or
there's still 2 more
wow,
games left in the
do
series.
nothing and farm for 20 minutes and then start fighting.
Yeah.
And then instead they just kind of ran in and fought.
I was gonna say that's what you think.
There's still 2 more games left in the
I
series.
think just using that.
It's not
Inspired
over.
may not be on FlyQuest, but he still is the team bully.
I'm gonna walk over to the PC. I'm gonna walk. I'm starting to walk. Because you are correct. And the main takeaway I was able to find within the early game, because after the
This is a
last
good
two
hate watch.
series,
I'm not hate watching. Oh, you might be hate watching. If you're hate watching,
that
then
you just laid out, that this would not be
3-1-5.
Sadly, it just simply was.
I think it's 3-1 either way. After this game, I'm inclined to obviously say Lion, but you know, game 1 slumps like this can happen, and then teams can bounce back.
And you would wonder what Inspired is trying to do. Well, the thing is, as you just kind of blow up the minimap just a little bit here. Well, I have a lot here. Boom! You get to see that.
I like the minimap expansion sound effects.
Yeah.
Boom!
I love it.
He's going towards the Skull Crab, because Skull Crab is spawning topside.
Why did they have a baby angel light skin tone on there? Can we talk about that? I think the banner is kind of blocking it. But on their telestrator, they have a button for baby angel light skin tone. Why?
Griffin has to wait quite a little bit for the camp to respawn. Even with Inspired starting the camp to begin with, it takes a long time. And so you get to see the entire cross from Inspired.
Yeah, this play is crazy
walking
risky.
in this direction.
Yep.
And the one thing that I took note of is Griffin even used his E to basically increase the damage within the camp, even seeing him cross through mid lane. Inspired wards over it, takes the engage. You don't have flash, you can't escape. Saint still has a Zir ulti, so no matter what, you're just dead here. This was just a bad invade and a misunderstanding of your timing.
One thing that was crazy to me about this is, like, I would have fully got it if they didn't know the ward was there. He swept the ward, saw he was spotted, took the time to clear it, then goes to Raptors, sees the Raptors aren't spawned, says, no problem, I'll still wait, then sees
1 loss is enough to mental boom Lion, so we'll see. Yeah, that's true. Oh, Sugar, I forgot. I need to pace out the ads. So I'll run fatty one now, shorter one after draft.
With the composition that you just laid out, you want to just be able
There you
to
go.
farm with what you have here, right? You have Seraphine, a farming style jungler.
Surely there was a better
here,
option.
and-
I mean, there are
and
more
Gwen.
standard
Like,
options.
you're
Yeah,
fighting
for
now
sure.
For first dragon. To me, that's insane. Once again, like Inspired is taking this. He sees you grouped up, separated from the rest of your team. Masu and Cryogen are walking back to pick up the.
Yeah, I
ward
wasn't
underneath their
super
turret,
against the
so you
Gwen.
dive immediately.
No.
So
And
this
I'm
just,
not gonna
like,
sit here and
again
pretend
and
like I
again,
was
this is
either.
happening.
Like,
You're
I
taking
like
early
the
fighting
idea.
scraps when you're literally picking to scale. It doesn't make
But it's
sense.
like,
So
when you do
to
it,
me,
you have
when
to
you're finding
understand
yourself
what
in
you
the hole
need
that
to
found
do when
yourself
you
in
have
when
it,
you were
right?
facing Cloud9.
Yeah.
And
shouldn't
it
surprise
didn't really
anyone.
feel like they
The
understood
player
what they
of
had
the
to do.
game Is Inspired.
Look, if my
This is
jungler
the
picks
second
Gwen and
jungler
flips the
we
game,
have seen
invading
kind of
enemy
just
Raptors level 5 when
absolutely
Nocturne's level 6 and loses,
own
I'm probably pretty
Griffin
mad going
in
into the game
early
too with my jungler.
Not only were those plays that you talked about, Raz, but every time it felt like there was a good play on top side for Griffin. Guess who's there? Inspired with Nocturne.
Boom.
Dokla got so far ahead. I like the shout out to Saint too, just because we did talk about how we felt like Saint hadn't been performing based on what we know he can do.
I thought you were going to throw in some low-key flame. Shout out to Saint because he didn't throw this one.
Wait, no! What are you talking about?
I saw the glint in your eye. Emily was about to be unchained.
No, we root for players to overcome the bad performances here.
We'll get you next time.
As we head to break, let's take a look at our
Mm.
LCS connected comms replay.
So I actually do think you have to dick in hand there, Stevenator. Because if you don't get the second crab, then that's 6. So like if you split the first 2 crabs that spawn and you double full clear, whoever gets the next crab, the third crab, gets 6. So Nocturne had that in Grubs. And Gwen wasn't at the 6 timer.
Nice. Pushed up, we can maybe end.
Second Scuttle really is that OP.
Pushed up, I don't think...
Yeah, Scuttle is very OP. People are starting to... It's kind of becoming the meta now.
If this is different, I like different. I'm staying right here.
Are you guys serious? We're about to get into game.
Emily!
Oh, I need to mute the stream. That shit gets the YouTube stream demonetized. Somehow. Who'd you draft for if you're fly to get a win con? I mean, probs bot, but we spoke about it before the series, and I was like, yeah, maybe Griffin. Like, you give Griffin something like freaky to like make the game weird. And Gwen can make the game weird, but she makes the game weird like after first item and some components.
Oh, that Uber Eats ad?
Yeah.
I've pinged the LCS team twice that every player featured in the Uber Eats ad is no longer in the league.
Wait,
it's like
who's it?
River, Wild Turtle.
Oh.
It's kind of funny.
Oh, that is funny.
It's like only Vulcan.
Dude,
Like,
do you know what
Lucio's in
do you know what
one.
I'm still really mad about? When I went to Texas last year, and obviously I was at the LTA finals, I got a oh my god, where the fuck am I supposed to put this? I got a Uber Eats card for $100. I won a Uber Eats card for $100, and I got home and it didn't work. Do you know how angry I was?
Wow.
I was so vexed, bro.
I'd be pissed.
Bro. I was like, yeah. I tried to activate
That's
on
a
my
big
account.
win. That's like for an event, walking away with $100 to Uber Eats. That's big.
Yeah, man. I won $100. I tried to redeem it. It didn't work. And I was like, that's strange. You know, maybe there's other things. Maybe it's like, oh, my account's English, right? And it's like a US code. Like it's a localized code. So I was like, fuck it. Let me go give it to Maddie and see if it works on her. It didn't work on her account either. I was livid, bro. I was livid. So I'm not gonna lie, when I'm in the States, I eat like a pig. Has to happen.
Oh, we make it easy to eat like a pig over here.
Oh yeah. Someone working the event for sure scanned that and used it before giving it to you? No, because it had a scratch thing. It had a scratch protection. So to even use it, you have to scratch it off. So they just didn't activate it? I guess.
It is amazing how much easier the game is for LYON when their mid laner is not a complete liability.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of nice.
You you can hit 100% enemy EV. Okay, you see?
Huh.
Awesome insight in there. I love those little videos where we get the pros showing us little
really
tips. Yeah, they're fantastic.
I
And
want a
also,
compilation of all of them together.
that would be yeah.
In case you missed any.
I mean, if you go to any of the LCS social media accounts, you can scroll.
There we
and find
go.
them.
You scroll all the way down. You need a compilation, chat. Can't be scrolling all these different ones. There's like 50.
You know what? I'll take what I can get. Our socials have been fantastic with the content they've been putting out. That's
Dude, I'm with Kobe. Whenever there's a YouTube channel that I follow and they repost content, but it's like in a big video instead of like small ones, I'm usually there for it.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to follow.
In the last 2 years.
Second Azir win.
First of the year.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad.
Every part of LYON.
Should I be falling asleep to YouTube videos? No, but do I do it? Yes. And is it nice for that purpose? Absolutely.
Deep under the turret on his first
Oh, that was the only death.
Dude, I got a hashtag sponsor
Yeah.
for Banter, where Banter Sleep. They gave us rather sleep masks, but the ones that they sent us out this time were, well, I asked for the ones with the headphones in them.
Ooh.
Them shits is awesome, bro. I'm going to sleep. Yeah. I'm going to sleep. I'm staying asleep. Like, the mask is helping me stay asleep because, like, I'm just in perfect, like, darkness because that's what the mask does. But then I'm also getting to sleep with whatever content I want to listen to. Just in my ears, and it doesn't feel like abrasive, like having earpods in or headphones, like traditional headphones. It's super OP. Let me get it so I can show.
Then he had like, what, 3 times top lane where they were trying to look at Dokla from FlyQuest side, and Inspired was always there. They had multiple people going up. So it feels like LYON just have a solid read on what FlyQuest would do at any given moment in that game. And FlyQuest maybe need to get out of their own heads about that as well. Not only just bounce back from a tough loss, but also figure out how they're getting read so easily here from LYON.
Here's the mask.
Make
my cam a little bit bigger for a sec. Here's the mask.
Okay, I see this.
Right, very thick, this one. You've got adjustable eye cups, so you can put them in the place that is the most comfortable for your eyes.
Interesting. That's nice.
And then on the side, you have bladed earphones that slip into the side of the mask. And even cooler, once I get it back in, this little like blue handle, this lets it be so you can adjust where it is in the side of your head. So like obviously if your ears are slightly further back, if they're slightly further forward, you get to obviously just adjust so it's lined up properly with your ear holes, so you can hear what you're listening to. Crazy piece of gear.
Damn.
This thing
that's a nice
super OP. It is super OP.
That's a nice sound.
And like, obviously I'm sponsored by Power Spike, bro. If I could get, well, I could get it anyway, but I'm so glad I got it through Power Spike because I would have never gotten it otherwise. I just wouldn't have like thought about it, but this is ridiculously OP.
So funnily enough, I got on AG1 through Degon's Power Spike sponsorship, like when they had that way back when. Because I was over there and I was like, oh, I've heard about this, and he's like, yeah, take one, just like give it a go. Yeah, it is good. It's expensive, but it's good.
Yep. So we'll see if maybe a different mental approach can also help them out here. As
okay,
sure is
we're here, game 2.
Game
2. Hopefully not as big a stomp as last game.
On LYON side with Mbessa as that final ban, still not giving that flex pick. Primarily
I don't want to give
Mbessa.
Mbessa.
Still technically flex pick for
Karma is still staying permaban.
And Rise on the side of FlyQuest so far.
So
but LYON have first pick.
Like a Talia Vi sort of action there. You could do like some Rumble with
so let's see what they do. Was Rumble up in game 1? I think it was. I think it got ignored, right? I don't think it was banned. Or was it banned?
Interesting Silas ban
I do not remember.
Yeah, kind of cool. But Rumble's up. Obviously, there's a little bit less prior on it because this like nerfed, but oh, Varus.
Definitely a lot of power picks still available.
Let's just see.
The Silas ban's interesting. I'm curious what they're setting up for.
still quite good.
Sometimes, like, I feel like some teams are just doing it in first 3, and then, like, obviously it would be Malphite. That's what it used to be. But, like, since the nerfs, it feels like teams have,
anymore.
It's like teams have just kind of dropped it.
I mean, I understand banning Silas if you want to play Viari.
But now this feels like
weird to me, though.
This feels like the world's easiest Talia and Xin Zhao rotation, and you're just very happy with it.
Like the Talia.
I think Pantheon's fine here too.
Yeah, Pantheon is fine as well.
Change the story.
This feels like a really weird rotation from FlyQuest.
Especially when you pair it with
yeah, this. I mean, again, I think I think Griffin like only has so many blinds he's willing to play, and Vi he's tried to blind even though I haven't really liked it.
That was a while ago, you know. Opinions can change. Dokla has since actually had his ass beat by an Aurora in the top lane.
Aurora gives you good defense against Viari, so I think that makes sense.
It's also, if they want to go Rumble on 3, oh, well, I have the arrow there, but if they want to go Rumble on 3, they can obviously flex it into top lane, and they're going Malphite.
Wow, they're playing Malphite. Wow.
Oh, Pantheon
I mean,
is
technically
banned.
they could double flex this.
Yeah, they could.
This is weird.
I mean, hopefully FlyQuest don't walk into the Rumble. Like if they walk into Rumble, then that's just Aurora top.
Yeah.
So low-key Ornn or an AD, but yeah.
This makes a lot of sense for FlyQuest as a team. Give Masu a champion he's really good at, a matchup that he likes, and has a distinct late game power curve. Yeah, like you get the 3 items on Ezreal, and then you start winning after that, and you can definitely get there in this matchup.
Okay, yeah. That's a talking point. That's a talking point when we have the time.
Who can explain the Malphite to me when they see Viari? Vibes and Aura, to be honest. I mean,
Ari doesn't like to see Malphite.
No.
Like, because trading alt for alt, I mean, that's a waste of a Malphite alt, but also Ari can't really kill Malphite.
Nor can Ari play the game
Malphite's alt,
if she can't turn.
Yeah, and Malphite's alt is pretty good against Ari, because you actually have to like be quick on it. Like you can, I don't expect Aris to get caught out at this level, but I mean you can force an R or force a flash for sure.
And they could potentially flex it, but I think it's a little early.
That guy's sign said Bryce stay in silver. What a hater.
Playing on all-timers though, he's just gonna try and play I think a similar game.
And I think part of
Imagine like that's actually a great friendship. I need that in my life. You go to LCS and then have someone write like stay hard stuck.
So I think that for
Dokla be my Valentine, brother. You're a week late.
Part of their recipe here for success.
You is a week late, twin.
Really have shown up today. Shout out to Dokla fans, big Dokes, love it.
All right, Renata off the
Renata Braum ban.
well
I mean Renata Bard ban.
So you know they're gonna go for the engage pretty heavily. Don't want to have to work.
They gave him a round 2.
And you know, giving.
He was a week late, and the camera guy was like, you know what? Let's show him again.
To open up her blind pick that we're assuming is coming for.
Imagine keeping the narrative. Sorry, imagine the narrative as the signs keep changing at events to stay in gold to stay in plat. Davia.
Oh, he like keeps on climbing.
Yeah, he keeps on climbing, and the guy just yeah.
All the way back. This was something we talked about last year when Gakko's got a couple of stage games for FlyQuest. What they wanted to set him up for was counter picks with a unique champ pool and carry champ. So I want to see Gakko's pull out something that the team can play around. They already have
these are the games where
they did go for
yeah, I think that Poppy champion is filthy disgusting this game.
But I want them to
yeah, I was thinking like there's actually a point with Poppy. How like there's actually diminishing returns when there's too many dashes. But this is one of those games where the dashes are all really telegraphed and easy to like push your button against.
Oh, it's
in my opinion.
You're asking to get Poppy.
Yeah.
across the board.
You could even.
I would have much rather ban Poppy than Renato.
No, I don't know. I don't know what the breadth of Gatcos' champion pool is, but you could even arguably put Poppy top here if you wanted to. Like, there is actually no guarantee that any of these champs are going anywhere right now.
So he's got to have something that works into both.
That's true.
Poppy is so good.
Like, obviously,
I think
FlyQuest.
I think Braum has value here.
I think Braum has value here too. It's going to be Poppy support likely then. Kasante.
Yeah. They have a lot of flexes, but I mean, they're going to have to log in something here to kind of show us more, and it is Kasante. So
I mean, you know, technically Kasante could go mid. I'm just saying.
Kasante top, Malphite jungle, Poppy support.
Still love Poppy into the Alistair. Very hard for you to make any action happen out there, and also
This is a decent Sahin game.
Oh, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Olaf
Oh,
runs
I'm
this
about
game.
it.
Oh,
I'm about
Olaf
it.
runs this game. Oh yeah, I like
about
that.
it.
I like that. I like that a lot.
To have some focus up towards the top side of the map.
Lovely.
I'm about that.
You saw Griffin
Lovely. All right.
like 4 times.
Ads are gonna run. They'll run into the game.
Went up there, they died, though.
I'll see you on the backside of that. Olaf, game 2. This is big.
How about that?
This is big angle. Like, who actually kills this guy? Like,
once
once
Aurora
he
does
does
a
his
lot of
damage,
damage, but it kind of forces the Varus to almost like Varus just can't play into this champion.
No.
Because even if you go on hit, like you can't even play the game.
No, no, no. Like, I think Olaf, bro, Olaf deals so much damage.
Key, I don't like the Kasante either, just because I feel like you're asking Ezreal to like have a big game. You know, because you're signing up to be really low ranged and give Ezreal like a pretty easy game. I mean, you're hitting tanks, like it's not great as Ezreal, but if Ezreal gets to 3-4 items, it doesn't matter, and then you're still Ezreal. And Masu definitely passes the Ezreal check on this champ, you know.
Oh yeah. He's very acceptably good on it.
Something else. You know, you have to increase your tolerance for risk. And index very heavily into counter picks. Olaf thrown
Let's
down.
go.
Can the Olaf
Yeah, I don't really love the Kasante here.
take over the game to keep FlyQuest hopes alive?
After a crushing game 1 loss,
You were saying Ornn?
Not once Kasante's there, I think it's really hard to play into Kasante. It's like annoying.
Well, no, like,
it's like
were you
good for
saying
comp.
Ornn instead of Kasante?
Oh,
Like, what would you have wanted instead of Kasante?
Already
Good question.
some ward sweeping happening in that bottom lane. In terms of gold,
I think you can still put Aurora top too. I think Malphite's probably slotting in jungle,
Yeah.
given the draft we see. But I think Aurora going top is
I think
like
I think they try and find a flex that can go mid and top.
Yeah.
Like in an ideal world, like Poppy is probably always going support, Malphite is probably always going jungle. So I think you try and find something that can go both lanes, and then you just put each one into their preferred matchup.
They seem to have changed their strategy overall.
Like Green Smite Vi, so you get guaranteed value. Green Smite, like you always get value from Green Smite. Always.
Whenever we see a Varus coming into game, it is the Comet, so more lethality Varus. Expectation here. As CryoGen's actually playing very aggressively as a level
I'm so
1
zoinked right now, this game better be funny.
Alistair actually
I'm actually more surprised
this type
Gakkos
of
went
early
D,
lead, but,
bro,
that's
very
a
vegan
reversal for
opening.
the early
D
game right
shield.
now. Let's toss to Emily, who's there with
Get that D
So
blade.
I know some of the logic is that you really want to go Inspiration secondary, because like approach velocity, lower summoner spells, or free boots, or jack of all trades, like that's the shit you want. So I can understand D shield and comp, just because if you go blade and you go vegan, but like your lane doesn't go perfectly, like if you're not getting econ on Olaf, your game is so fucked, you know?
Yeah.
It's like D shield just guarantees you can get econ. I can understand that. Also, I don't think skipping pot's risky at all in some jungle matchups. I'm very biased towards it. Which I know a lot of people will not agree with.
I don't even.
But
I don't
like,
even
if you're
think
playing
about it.
Nocturne and you buy pot, I'm just like, what are you doing?
I fully agree. I actually really liked your comp in game 1. Game 2,
I think I'll
taking
get a
a
haircut.
completely different strategy here, right? With the Vi
Probably.
like
I think
a
you got a
lot of
haircut.
really early to mid-game playmaking. So is that like a conscious choice just based on how the way your team
I think
is?
his hair was a lot longer the last time he was on camera.
Dude, I've been watching Mad Men for the first time. Great show.
Oh yeah, how's that be good?
It's been good. I mean, it's good television, but there are like a couple scenes where, like they're getting their hair cut, you know, like within the office. I don't know why. I'm just imagining Thinkar like being one of those Wall Street analysts and getting his hair cut in the FlyQuest office. It's like, we need to take this in this draft.
But if Olaf is too far away or can't connect, then that's how you know a fight's probably not going to go our way.
Well, we'll see what happens. All the best to you and your team. Thank you for taking
Dude,
the time.
Olaf,
I'll let you go.
see, ThinkCard has always been a tier 2 in NA enjoyer. And Olaf is one of those champions that, you know, like how you have some regions that just love some champions and it just like carries over historically?
Oh, yeah.
Our region fucking loves top Olaf. Like, I can name like off the top of my head like 4 or 5 top laners that played Olaf legitimately well in comp. That like just all played in tier 2 and just had like legit good Olafs.
Oh my god, is Gekko's going Emax? That looked like Emax damage.
Doing the more standard full clear, basing, and then going back for Krugs. It did allow him
Does
to
the HUD thing work?
Let
me see.
He's gonna have to start clearing his camps because he wants to hit level 6 at the same time as Inspired.
And it's another instance where
forget how this-
already in the early game, Inspired is getting a more efficient clear over Griffin. This time because he's hovering on the top half and will now go towards these other
Okay,
camps, but
I'm
yeah,
old
Inspired
and I can't remember.
get that top scuttle crab
Yeah, no,
and
I
is
can't remember
right
how it
back
works.
towards his bottom camps.
Well, I mean, it's same efficiency, it's just different timers. Then you're desyncing your Raptor spawns.
I'll look out for it.
Raptor spawns with this.
Sure.
Are you a fan or no? I don't think it makes as much sense in this matchup because Kasant is hard to get consistent autos down against.
Generally, when you are playing level 6 junglers, like
No, I think it's
Popeye
fine.
or,
I think Emax is
Okay.
okay.
People really like
Okay.
I used to play a lot
as
of
you can go
Olaf
back
top.
for the second clear on your
Weirdly, when I was peaking, so I kind of have
you know, it is going to be the
like
This champ's OP.
strange obscure knowledge on this champ.
for Griffin.
Yeah.
Griffin is once again
This champ is OP.
I think so. I like anytime I
I
play
was a big
against it.
Olaf jungle fan.
Yeah, like anytime I play against Olaf as well, it's just perma OP. I think if Inspired takes this gank, he is a fucking psychopath.
I mean, there's a ward in that.
I mean, it's one of those champs where like you always. Oh, he's dead. Wow.
I think if he just plays to damage Dokla, he would kill him. I'm gonna be honest. I think if he just played to damage him, he would kill him.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Olaf definitely is like one of those champs where whenever you see it in 5s, you know it's good because he is only picked in good scenarios, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like with how he slots out in the meta now.
Also, I'm really surprised that Gekko's hasn't gone to combat summon a spell here.
Yeah, I think Ghost.
I think TP is
Ghost
crazy
Flash.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ghost Flash. Hell, even if you want to
Ghost
do the
is
annoying ass
too
Ghost Barrier
good.
thing, like I think it's
Yeah.
really good. I think anything is better than TP. Bomboclat.
Add a tiny little bit of extra damage to make the difference here. Griffin,
What was that noise?
does again not
Did you?
So that's it came through on the stream. They use that in the arena for the Drake noise, and it is that loud in the arena. It's kind of crazy.
Oh. I see.
I mean, it's first blood. I need one of those like picture books. That's the animal size chart from Jat, and it's like these are all variations of.
No, I mean yeah, like
Griffin did do the buy Drake thing. That is good.
yes, I agree. The experience thing is always going to be a thing for FlyQuest, like in every game. People are going to like bring this up as a point.
Yeah.
It's like even in
it's real. You
situations.
just need- There you go.
I was gonna say like even in situations where it's like they make a misplay and it's not an experience thing, someone is always gonna be like, well, like, oh, dude, they've just not been playing together for that long.
It could have
Like,
been.
it's-
Yeah. Like it can be an experience gap thing, but like you can also just be smart about the game. I mean, that's why I've been so impressed with Rylick for Navi. It's like that is a role where you got to be really smart about the game to play jungle, and I think it's one of the harder roles to transition to like. I think you're right about Emax, by the way, because that Q did no damage.
Yeah. Like the first Q doesn't deal a lot of damage because it applies the armor pet. Well, depends
Yeah,
on the champ you
but
get
that
with
did no
it, but
damage.
Yeah, that legit did no damage.
But I mean, that guy's impressive because like he is really smart about the game, and it's hard to close the gap. If you're good, you can close the gap. I mean, that's what players like Inspired did at one point, you know, or like what players like Masu and Busio did, where they improved faster to the curve.
Yeah. Also, I
just think Griffin, like, I just don't see him closing the gap very soon. I don't know. I think the way that he views the game is very much like he's not good at adapting his ideas to what the game needs yet. I feel like he
I think
very
he
much forces the game he wants to play, like that he thinks is best for himself. And that's why I think this team has been... I mean, they definitely have been drafting later for him. It's not just a Griffin's bad thing. It takes advantage of his pool, which is the strength of the player for sure, too, right?
Yeah.
But I think that's part of why. It's like, if he's the one blinding, he's just not as comfortable as his teammates. Which, I mean, makes some sense as a young player.
And then you're just lowering your arc cooldown as low as possible. Have you tried that?
But I just don't think that he's adapted well. That's been my concern. Because I think what Cryogen has been doing as a rookie support has been very impressive, actually. Like, he's not perfect in his play, but there are a lot of real positives there, especially with his mechanics, where it's like, wow, like, this is... Like, if he fixes, like, with where he walks better at a couple locations, like, there definitely is a good baseline there where the guy's talented. He might die here. Yeah.
Got a flash, though. Yeah, I think if they can find him in enchanter lanes as frequently as possible, though, like they keep him on that comfort, I think that's a good look for him. But obviously, like,
yeah, it's definitely
is,
that and Alistar. Yeah.
Meta just is
I don't
what it
think
is right
Alistar
now.
is super good. It's just what the pool is, yeah, and that's okay. I mean, this is like going to be a long-term project.
Yeah,
well, that's a good smite by Griffin. It's actually not bad at all for Fly. That's a good TP. Yeah, good call on the Emacs.
Yeah, that's Emacs.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like 250 damage, almost.
Yeah. He's doing the good build. I hate when I see Ravenous Hydra Olafs. It's
Really?
Stridebreaker. Oh, it's Stridebreaker.
I actually prefer Ravenous, but
okay.
I think this is a game where Stridebreaker makes more sense. So
yeah,
I'm
you're
okay
not
with
going to
it.
die this game.
Yes. This is a game where I think Stridebreaker is totally acceptable.
100%. Yeah, I mean, if there's a game where like you're against another carry and Ravenous is the difference maker and you being able to like dominate the side or not, then that's fine.
Yeah.
But most games, I think Stridebreaker is just way more valuable in keeping your ult going, and that's the value of your champ.
Also, yeah, double agree. Someone just said with no ghost, like surely you need stride.
Yeah.
That's like another added point as to why it's good.
Quad's been kind of owning mid this game. Like, this is not how the matchup's supposed to go.
Yeah, I feel like I don't see
a lot of
Aurora
charms on
in
the Bunny Hawks.
Aurora, I feel like should just be winning most like 1v1 lanes.
Yeah. I think Quad has high-key been really good this game, or this year. And part of it is my opinion of like Griffin just being a weaker player on this team. But like, I think he's done a really good job of doing his job, which is, I mean, what the player is good at, right? Which, I mean, that's not an insult. Like, that always has value, right? I think sometimes people hear that and they're like, oh, if you're just good at doing your job, means you're not better. He's got flashes, but he's just good at doing his job.
Well, so
ugly.
he wanted to cancel the ult, but he probably wanted to hit him into the wall, but not knock him over it.
Yeah, that was really ugly.
Yeah, that's.
I just don't think that you can ever go on Poppy there. I think that Griffin has to pull the objective and eat the HP.
Yeah.
But he's down a level. I don't know what he was thinking there.
Going on the no flash Poppy seems like a really good turn.
Well, when the keeper's verdict is being channeled,
Oh, Poppy was flashless, I guess. But I mean, the reach wasn't there though. Like, the damage isn't on Ezreal to get through Poppy. Poppy's tanky as fuck, especially if you're going like, yeah, it's 2 points in W too.
So Kobe, he didn't find that immediate, power spike he was looking for. Speaking of power spikes, match card power spike here for Quad in the mid lane.
Oh, nice.
Oh, hey.
Corruption will go wide.
Well played.
Sidestepping that one, but in comes Isles. Gets the hit into the wall. Actually, Cryogen's able to walk away from that one. Exhausted down. The ultimate trying to keep him alive.
Yeah, no.
But his AD carry's already given up on him. Cryogen will be the sacrifice.
That's just that's the wrong timer for the play, because they know that they're on Drake too, or they should be able to assume that.
Yes, they should. Yes, they should indeed. Guess this Cubby. I don't know, because maybe you just came in it. Yeah, it's right at the top. Yeah.
Griffin wants to go over the wall.
Okay, they're not going to wait for the dive.
Oh my god, bro.
Saying, all right, Griffin's my escape tool here.
I think he still dies.
Griffin's trying to lock him down.
Oh,
never mind.
Okay. Thank God. Give it to the Olaf ideal. Oh, Griffin, we're going to boil you, child.
Oh no.
Oh no, and there's a TP behind them. Oh, it's a horror. Oh no.
Ooh, that's close from Griffin, actually. Ouch. Good stall from Dokla.
Oh man.
Dokla definitely deserves some credit there.
Going so deep though. Look at how long that chase went.
He does, but like,
it gave a massive amount of
dude, I
time
need to see the replay of whether or not. I mean, Dokla did have flash, but I just don't think Griffin should ever approach from that angle. I think he should just walk out and just wait. Like, just wait. Like, the wave is gonna crash. Nah, this is insane from Griffin. No,
yeah,
this is
no,
insane
it's
from
bad,
Griffin.
bad. Just wait for the wave. Just wait for the wave.
Oh man. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, that, you do not need to make this play quickly.
Which now allows the counter because Malphite is quite close, so Saint feels confident.
Like, just let Gatko's chunk him out. He's gonna use spells. If Gatko's flash forces his flash ISO, perfect, and then you can just dive.
You're playing into Cassante by making the play without the wave being into the tower, you know? Like, there doesn't need to be more discussion than that. Like, you're playing into what the champ wants to do optimally. You have to get that wave in.
Well, what's this?
Or if not, you have to pin him against the wall before you approach. You can't approach on the wall like that, you know?
Griffin
like, if you
is
pin
the
him against
first
the far
player.
wall, then you can walk in.
Griffin is the first player in LCS history to end the game as 0-8-0. There were 9 players before him that ended 0-7-0. Crazy stat line, by the way.
Leo's my goat.
Okay, they found the pick. That's nice.
Really nice pick there by FlyQuest, trying to keep the
Again, I think Quad has been good.
But that time, as you notice, they didn't need to really
Also, I really like Quad going for the treads here against the Malphite too.
Gotta say, Lion,
like, you're always going to get value from that against Aurora Malphite, you know? And that is a lot of upfront damage. Oh, I think he could have held the charm there.
There you go, Jet. There's your rocket build.
Didn't go on Azir. No. More traditional there on Aurora.
All right. Well, and they also have the Malignant was rushed on to Quad.
I think the 2 items is going to be really good here for Fly. If they get a cleaver in the game, which is big. Miramana was big too. I think the Fly has to probably drop this Drake.
Yeah. Yeah, if they fight this Drake, I think that's
and then just play for the 2 item. Yeah.
I think if the only... No, I mean, the only reasonable way that they can fight this Drake is if Gatko's, for whatever reason, quite literally just spawns on Berserker's head.
I do think if you look at the big picture, though, for FlyQuest, they need to make sure they don't overforce, because as ThinkCard said, this draft they're going to pick Varus.
See, that's why I'm with you on the Ghost. Because Ghost helps with that later on.
Yeah, I just don't know how he does it.
They're still in a
dude, I think it's so troll not to have Ghost here.
Yeah.
Like, the more I think about it, the more it's kind of jarring me, actually.
Yeah, I'm so biased towards Olaf going double combat sums, just because I think if you're playing Olaf, the game needs to be played through you. And if the game is played through you and drafts for Olaf is good, like this one, then you can 1v9 sincerely.
Yep. I literally think the only way this draft would be better for Olaf is if there was an Enchantment. Or like a Galio, something like this.
Yeah. Yeah, Aurora is like a slight headache, and besides that, it's like a dream Olaf draft.
So much as an AD carry trying to kite an Olaf. You know, the axe spam, so much less threatening. You can dodge really easily side to side. Your Ghost Blade active helps with that a lot too. So it basically means
I will say, I've seen ThinkCard in enough teams where, like, I feel comfortable saying that I think this guy is a good read in the game.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, like, sometimes with coaches, you just can't tell if it's the same team, like, where the draft ideas are coming from. And I felt like the COG iterations that he had, I felt like they actually had good reads on the meta. Or stuff that's good, but I didn't know if that was him or not. And then as the team iterated, I was more convinced that it was him. And then, like, once, you know, you go to a different region and you're able to make it work with, like, I think just enabling guys to play what they're comfortable with in good scenarios, you know?
Yeah.
LYON want to start that one up as Griffin's on the top
and encouraging exploration, which I always think is important. Ooh, I don't like this R.
trying to get out of there, uses the step instead as Gakos
Yeah,
with
I don't
the
like
slow to
this.
follow him up. Everyone's onto Dokla, Lion are onto the Dragon, flash over the wall, Gakos flash follows.
Okay.
And the wait from Griffin
Give it to Gakos.
to
Okay.
get Dokla
Yeah.
after the all out. Well played to get the kill up there. Traded for the objective.
I mean, they're not getting this dragon, so I think that's an oopsie from Dokla.
We'd gone over where the power was in that instance, so that's
I mean, he
the
bought a
intent
lot
to
of time,
counterplay.
but there's
And
just
this
no
time,
way
rather than
that
trying to gank
FlyQuest gets
for a
to
full
fight that
he's
Drake
ganking
with
for
what's on
a
our screen.
Scion, like he
Nope.
did game 1, he's ganking for an Olaf. It didn't look like they were quite on the same page. Gakos actually stutter step backwards at the start of that gank, but they got it done in the end.
Yeah, and they're able to push out the lane afterwards too. So the Olaf has been able to recover quite nicely, has the only little gold lead on the team. And once your Stride Breaker is done,
Sundered Sky?
you know, at least he has the extra.
What do you go after Sundered Sky?
differential to try and use, chasing people down. And
Death
see how they
Stance,
progress there.
Derax,
Continue to make some picks, to get some extra
Endless Hunger. If you like don't feel like you're gonna die, but I think Death Stance is probably Abyss. Because it's also like, Death Stance is like a pseudo anti-MR item, or anti-magic
Yeah.
item. So it kind of just gives you the
Yeah.
best of both.
I mean, Aurora's not building for you anyway this game.
Nope. This brother will die. Oh, can we not knock him away? Okay, cheers.
The ultimate from Olaf will just keep up as long as he's on it.
Yep.
Dokla has no escape.
Nice.
Ghost gets his second kill.
Good find by
Alright.
Cryo.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say the exact same thing. Good stuff. Yeah, like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Gakos can just play ultimate bravery this game, and the likelihood that
Yeah,
it's the
he
correct
really
item
can.
is very high.
I was just curious what. I didn't have an answer for what we think's optimal on 3. I think the first two are pretty clear. I'm gonna go with. I'll probably just say Sterax, just because.
I think it's very standard. I think, how much HP does he
Yeah.
have? He looks like he had quite a bit of HP. He had like 3k, right? Because he's double
Yeah.
HP items.
He got 3k now.
He's about to walk onto the screen in a sec.
Let's call it like 2.7, 2.8.
Oh, no, he's a bit more than 3k. Yeah, go Death Stance, I think.
You want to get that snowball going. Baron's already on the map, so we're
Yeah,
kind
go
of
Death
in a
Stance.
game where Cassante
Death
might
Stance
be
would be
looking
very
to group
OP.
up with the team.
He needs to go tier 2 boots now, though.
FlyQuest
IMO.
top laner
Like, he needs
Rippo
to
talked
get,
about
like,
how Olaf has really good scaling.
Steel
I don't
caps.
know. Probably
It was
steel
different
caps.
item set, but he was like, actually about 3 items.
It's always
where
steel
he
caps
becomes really
on that
powerful. You just need
champ.
to go even in the early game, so we'll see what happens.
It's either that or if you have Ghost, especially, then Ionians.
Wars are about like
Yeah.
can the AD carry kill you before you reach him, and then maul him as an Olaf. But I think Gakos is in a pretty good.
I think the
shape.
TP isn't completely troll just because the shield exists. Well, motherfucker, we better see him use it like that then. I want to see one usage of
I mean,
good value out of the shield.
Taking TP has value. I think the big one for me is the fact that it's the timer. Like, you get it more often if you take TP. I think in pro game, like, playing on that minute gap with the way that these guys play, like, that's the valuable part. I still think that it's Ghost, though, this game. Because, again, your champion's just Biss. And that summoner spell on your champion just makes you more Biss.
Yeah, and I just feel like what's really OP with Ghost is you can just look at things. You can look at the whole game differently with Ghost. Like,
yeah.
permanently.
What
It's
you
just-
can reach.
Yes, what you're allowed to do is just different with Ghost compared to no Ghost.
100%.
I like that.
Did they just give him red? I think they did. I like that.
That's it.
I think he should have red buff this game.
Yeah, Lion have learned. They've like swapped the lane assignments around.
They have.
And
I think it's
to kinda-
correct putting the Aurora into the Olaf.
Yeah, I think so too.
It gives a small window for a roam towards
There is a
mid.
purpose for it.
Yeah.
Other than Joyride.
Yeah.
And Dragon's coming up in a minute 15, so if you can control the vision around the river, that is, advantage in and of itself. There's 2 control wards from FlyQuest. They have multiple members here as Lion are jockeying for their
I mean, yeah, guys, it's also just important to remember, like, Olaf is a Juggernaut
right
champion.
there. 2 Qs have landed.
Like, if there's one thing that all Juggernauts love, it's oh god,
Charlotte
oh god.
inspired as Isles is looking at also FlyQuest
That
Wow.
looks spooky for a second. Like, they all just stood in front of
I
Malphite. I am stun locked inspired to not press
The
his R key
only
there.
reason he didn't press R is Olaf is fogged. That has to be it.
That's the only thing I can think of as well.
Protoplasm harness on top of what is now
Wow, that was a
150
proper
base
squeaky
MR.
bum.
I don't think
like,
Olaf could have been there too. Like I think that you could have deducted.
Nah,
that
he could.
coulda
He
went.
could. If he like for whatever reason, if he opened through mid specifically with home guards, he could have been there. That was like the only way.
Okay.
only way. He would be there like 3 seconds after
he was opening like in between, and he was at inner turret.
Yeah, this is something I've noticed, like small thing, and it's also for solo queue players too. If you're opening out onto the map, right, so you've just reset, you're going out onto the map somewhere, now in the new season, it's so important that you just pick a lane and you walk through it. Do not walk through the jungle. You will lose your home guards. Walk down the lane and then pivot into whatever opening in the jungle you need to go into.
Yeah.
That will always be faster than walking through the jungle now. It's very, very time efficient. Okay, here we are.
Oh, they're hitting this? I like the TP from Dokla. Yeah, because it cut Masu off.
Did Isles? Oh, Isles didn't base. His R's on full CD.
Oh, Isles, no. Oh, they got Cryogen. Actually, Cred and Bernard. Ooh, Cred took a lot of damage. Get the Joey.
Okay, Spy's looking at Masu, but Griffin gets the Drake. Masu might be dead, but I think...
Olaf?
Oh, they can't kill Inspired in time. Olaf is... he's just trying to kill what he
so
can.
Much.
Yeah. You can't get
Olaf
more.
did a lot, actually.
Yeah. I think after he killed Poppy, he just has to inshallah onto Berserker and just try and chunk him as much as he can. But
yeah,
it's pretty whatever. Like, this fight is probably losing anyway.
The execute on the Masu was really good.
Yep. It was really good.
I think this is still somewhat okay for Fly.
Ooh, comms.
Just because they got Drake. I like the after like you.
I can flash.
Okay, they looking mid.
Inspire played this really well.
Olaf.
Really well played.
Final flash.
Really well played by Inspired. Yeah.
Yep.
Go man.
I love how even after flashing over the wall,
It's like the way he talks about the game too. I mean, if you ever have played this game in 5s, do you have anyone that like talks about what's gonna happen in the future, in the moment? It's too OP. Like alt after Q, or I can bait flash. Like I will flash. Like that is so much information if you're a good player.
Yeah, that's normally me in Clash, unless I have someone else on the team that's doing it.
I just if you're good at that, it makes everyone's game so like that. You're just the ultimate point guard. Quick. Good click.
Uses his W for a little extra speed there.
Good click.
Nice little juke, so no pick.
Yeah.
Good click.
And even though it is
Bad click. Sorry.
You know, a little bit of an investment there because you see the bottom lane, Aurora's pushed it all the way up to the tower. So
Dude, I need
no,
to
this
change
game
my
for sure is
stamina.
within reach for Fly.
I agree.
He's going Death Stance too.
Yep. Better not turn that into a GA.
for Fly.
Better not turn that into a GA. Another longsword. Okay, it's
not a
dead
GA.
shots.
Is turning into a slow and steady Lion victory.
Yeah, GA's bait.
Really just the big power difference there by Inspired.
I was surprised at
with
the
two
Ari
items.
build.
He was a full item up on the Vi, but only like
Rocket Belt
Yeah,
10
Chovy
is-
Chovy has done some generational
I know.
damage
Oh no.
to the mid laners because he started building Rocket Belt, and now like everyone is and their mother is building Rocket Belt, even in situations where they shouldn't be building it.
Steve Faker was doing this first in Aurora though, so it's actually still him.
Yeah, for Aurora it's him, but like on all other champs, it's like when Chovy. Now I actually think this one is correct. I think mid laners, if they can build HP, like I think HP on mages is very OP. Like I think HP stacking on mages is very OP. Contextually, like
Yeah.
this would be a game, for example, where like, let's say Saint isn't on Aurora and he's on like Victor or something, right? HP stack here, really good. Like, if you wanted to go like, let's say, like Roa Leandri's Bloodletter, sure, go ahead, do it. Like I think that's really OP and it stops you from getting one shot, like instant. Now you might still get run down, but it's still fine. Like it's if it gets you like another rotation or the enemy team has to put more spells into you to kill you, I think that's really useful. But like this Rocket Belt shenanigans,
Yeah. So my logic, especially on Ari, my bias for Ari is I like AP on this champion. I don't like HP and I don't like Pen. But this game, I think that you need Leandries. Because Leandri is on that champion against Malphite, Cassante, Poppy. Like it's just
Very,
too
very
valuable.
Yep.
So I think that you either go Rocket Belt, Malignance first, and then you go Leandri second. But that's just me / where I'm coming from.
A rough start to the year. It was like, ooh, is the roster gonna work? You know, there were a lot of question marks raised.
And I might be wrong on that / players will have more logic for that, but
segment today, kicking off the show, is LYON a super team? And it was like 90% saying
high
no,
level
they're
down, I
not
feel
a
like
super team.
Mercs
And I
plus
think a lot of that
Leandri's is
because
quite
of
good this
the
game.
sentiment of how Saint has been performing in the mid lane for the team so far.
I think like CDR builds or builds that like abuse Leandri's with like additional CDR like tacked in are really, really good. Like they get you way more damage than you think. Like one thing I've started doing on Victor is oftentimes when I used to play Victor, I would go I'll just use him as a baseline, right? Because he's like the most mage of all time. I would go obviously Blue Tree because area is just very OP on the champ, and the tree as a whole is good. But you go Transcendence in it, and then what I used to do because I was like prioring HP is I would go Overgrowth and then whatever like secondary green tree option that makes
greed
sense,
conditioning,
right? Like
you greed it, yeah.
So like if your lane is like completely non-interactive, just greed conditioning. If it's like bone plating is good for the trade pattern, go etc etc. If shield bash, like you're versus a melee that you can abuse shield bash.
Yeah, that's how I like to play Rise.
But then what I started doing actually is I started going yellow second, and I would go haste and cut down.
Yeah.
And that gives you hello. This guy's dead, right?
This is a good play.
I don't know if he's dead anymore.
They got him. Oh,
I don't know if he's dead anymore, Cubby.
Well played, Dokla.
Yeah, okay, Isles will pay for it with his life. Oh, Inspired went back in. Oh, it's kind of big from... Oh, it's kind of huge from Saint. Oh.
That's a really, really good Zanyas by Quad.
Yeah.
They still have a chance because of it.
Okay, nice. Oh, Cryo
Quad played that fight Quad played very well.
Yep.
Lands 1 Q on a Cryogen. I guess that's a win for FlyQuest. Trading up.
That was a really good fight from Quad.
It's a loss in the map because it's now soul point for LYON. But you understand they're not just going to flip the game by trying to fight third Drake from a 5,000.
This was well played by Dokla too, because the R is really good.
So it takes a really long time to kill him. At the very end, though,
I think it's fucked up that Griffin actually goes through terrain there, but that's a different combo.
Yeah, I did not think about that. You're correct.
There's a different combo, but it's really fucked up that he went through the terrain there.
This Seekers and Charm from Quad is really well
very
played.
OP here.
Oh, I like that idea. I like the idea from Cryogen. I appreciate that. He burned a heal to get in position for that too.
Yeah, I mean he's running Spellbook, so it's all good.
In a way, I respect that. Yeah. Because if that's a pick, then that's the way they play back in for Baron. This is why I like Cryogen a lot. Like
he seems like a very cerebral player. He seems like
he really is
very cerebral player.
So in that prospect list I made last year, I had him as my #1, and part of that was just like him versus the rest of the pool. You know?
Sure.
I felt like the other supports just weren't it. You get TP.
Oh, Dokla?
That's a lot from Dokla.
That seemed a little crazy. Can he put
It's a good
himself
spot
back in
from
the...
Cryogen. Really like how Cryogen stalled that.
Yeah, his positioning there to not get all the way back was good too. Gakkos can't really... See, this is where you want Ghost.
Yeah, that was a good Berserker ult.
Yep.
Yeah, like he actually has the hands to play the mages, which is a big issue with a lot of support players in the pool. Because like, I mean that role is the easiest for me to climb with, and I definitely don't have the hands for this game. You know.
Oh, dude, I love it.
Some
support is
personal
so OP. Like I went on a little bard spree last year, and it just really made me realize how OP that role really is.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. People complain about jungle, bro. You guys need to start complaining about mid and support. Like those are the actual carry roles in solo.
Support. If you're smart about the game, like I can dictate where it's best to walk.
Yeah.
That leads pretty well into support as a role. And if you can actually 1v9 games so easily on that role without like interacting with other people a lot. It's pretty OP.
Yeah. Like I don't know. It's ridiculous what you can do in these roles when you think.
Yeah, but like, I mean, you see there's like a lot of players in pro, like Ignar, you know, this guy could only play engaged supports. That is a big issue with a lot of players coming up on the ladder, and like a lot of supports we have in tier 2. I don't know if that's the case in EU, but like at some point, if you're gonna play this game at the highest level, you're gonna have to be able to play the hands champs.
Yep.
And I think that was the difference maker in Busio and the rest of the crop, and kind of the difference maker in Cryogen and the rest of the crop, like for this generation.
But with Guardian Angel on Vi, you can afford to go very aggressive. Vi, Alistar, and Olaf. You know, trying to.
There's another kid that we have that just role swapped. His name's Manui, and he's a talker. It's like he was a shot caller at AD, and now he role swapped to support, and I have hopes for him too. Just because he actually has good comms, and views the game in like a pretty decent manner.
I've actually appreciated FlyQuest's restraint, not flipping the game earlier than this, trying to get small incremental wins.
So it's really interesting hearing about NA tier 2 and like tier 3.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I feel so disconnected from the European leagues these days. It's just very
it's hard to follow.
Yeah.
If it's not EUM time, you know.
Like I spent so much time away, like I was so plugged in before 2023, and then it's like LPL year, I just plugged out. 2024, same deal. It's like last year I'm back in the NLC, and it's like I could barely recognize anyone. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, I get that too. Like, I've been trying to cover LPL, and that league is actually so fucking hard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That okay. Alistar combo. I mean, that's a bad Aurora ult.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, the Aurora ult out was big.
Oh, that kind of his health bar isn't going back up.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
Oh no. I think that's Mountain Soul in game.
Yeah, it'll definitely
Masu has to do something crazy.
And he's been one shot. Yeah. Oh my god.
Well played. Saint's been much better this series.
Yeah.
This guy's not been skill vampired.
Skill vampired.
No, sincerely though.
Oh, that's good.
That's an old Dom. I think Dom was the one that popularized that one way back in the day.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, no, sincerely. Like, it's when the Koreans come over to the NA ladder and then they just get skill vampired over time because the ladder is so much worse.
Bro, it's so funny how I immediately knew what that meant too.
Yeah.
It's so true.
I know EG, like way back in the day, they would rate imports by like how much solo queue they played. Like they'd use that to like hedge their bets a little bit on if someone would struggle or not. Because if they played a shit ton of Korean solo queue, then usually like they would see their skill regress more than people that didn't play as much solo queue. Because the solo queue practice out here is, it sincerely is just so much worse.
I just really like everything about the way
Skill vampires is an old school SI thing.
Yeah.
But then the patience here to just like not give Olaf good targets. And the amount of
no, I think Gakko's just picks poor targets. I don't think it's like
yeah. I guess you like. I just don't think he has the ult to hit the Cassante.
No, he just needs to right click on Varus's head every fight. Like he's not gonna be able to pin down Aurora. Like that's just the likely fact of the matter.
I'm actually pretty down with the Griffin play, just because the Aurora ult was bad, and that's pretty valuable. Like damage-wise, it was bad, you know.
Oh, they don't know he's there. They popped the plant and they didn't see him.
Okay. Every player, guys. Ratting is a skill.
This is crazy.
Ratting is a skill. This is part of the game. Every player needs to be a good rat.
Oh, they put a blue. Oh, they put a blue in the third bush. Did they see him? Oh god, they saw him. Oh god,
yeah,
they saw him. Oh god, they saw him.
You can see the pings. Yo, Fly. No, this is actually good though for Fly. This is still good for Fly.
Oh, wait, why is Masu? I guess Saint comboed him. All right, well, good night, Griffin, bro.
Masu has had a roughie. Ooh, Berserker Flash.
Okay. Hold. No, right click him, man! Oh my god! Oh, but that Malphite's not taking damage. Bro, it feels like Olaf's health bar is just not going back up at all.
I think Olaf needed the cleaver.
Yeah, I think he needed the cleaver. Maybe it wasn't sundered.
Long death timers and a Baron buff. 28 seconds on Masu. Quad still
I mean,
alive
they
with
do also
no
have Mountain
AD
Soul.
carry. Might be a little tight, but
Yeah,
Lion is pretty
that
much
was
taking
also a big problem.
This is a very bad roll.
Damn. I was hip to the Olaf this game.
Yep, me too.
I actually like the fly draft.
Maybe Quad finds some miracle right now, but everyone's still full health.
Okay. W's on yours. W flash. And he's still dead.
I just think the Alistar, or like not banning Poppy when you want Alistar, was where I'd cite this game being really hard. That Poppy champ is such a game warper. That and Masu kind of had a toughie.
Yeah, very hard to play. Very hard to play Ezreal this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Olaf, no Ghost, no Enchanter, like he just feels really homeless. Well, let's pop that add button, and I'll see you guys
Yeah, I think Griffin's
in a
having
few
a rough
minutes.
too.
Yeah.
I should have stuck with the prediction that
Oh, what'd you think about the EU games earlier? I was second monitoring them.
You should have lied.
It is not looking good for FlyQuest.
I only watched the final game of Vitality today. I'll like do the reviews like in my own time.
Here they really want to be able
But
to
yeah, I
make a
mean,
play on
Fnatic just looked like an 8th, 9th, 10th team.
and additionally,
Yeah.
early on,
It's
Vitality
really
are it's I don't even want to think about it. Vitality are just the most volatile team in the league. Like they will either entirely on vibes look like the best team in the league, or they'll look like one of the worst. It's impressive actually. It's actually really impressive. That level of variance is yeah, you know, like fair play, guys. Don't know how you've managed that. Keep it up though. And then what was the other one? GX Team Heretics. I mean, GX apparently dropped the game to Heretics. I didn't watch the series, right? But they dropped a game, and I think that's not a good look for GX. So, but that said, you know, the best ones will finish really close. So, kind of just depends on how you view the two teams.
Yeah, Heretics did not. That series was, both series in a way were kind of depressing for me to watch, because really out of the 4 teams today just made me depressed over there.
We're gonna do a handoff, so Raz can cover another good play from Lion.
Which is fine. I mean, Fly's making me depressed right now, as a barometer. But you know.
FlyQuest gets basically strangled around Drakes. And it feels like the patience that's coming through from Lion is something that we didn't see in the beginning of the weeks. And I just want you to track on...
I mean, the difference from Lion today is that there is a massive jungle canyon happening, but also there's not a mid canyon happening for the same jungler.
Saint does an excellent job
yes.
zeroing in on
Saint is playing well.
As they're getting a setup here. So when you see the movement from Cryogen coming mid, he gets chunked once more. And this happens again and again to a point where it's like, can I even enter safely? Because you can see Varus Q coming through, another E coming through from the Saint here, and it makes it really tough for Cryogen to be able to hold this space in the banana bush. And so it's getting really difficult to be able to play up against Lion's composition. You even see
Lion looks so clean after the break. Yeah, they look generally more on the same page, which is good.
And so at this
it's very, very good.
Now, freeze frame, you have a situation Cryogen is completely pushed out of the banana bush. The Ahri cannot step up.
Bet you're wondering how I got here.
Exactly. It's tough. It's a 5v5. The problem is the 3 are separated. So Inspired says, you know what? This is a pretty easy fight from here. So he just pulls the trigger and takes it on towards Masu, because Masu's already gotten chunked out by the Varus E, and he gets followed up on by Aurora.
What is Reg drawing on my screen?
So, like,
I don't know. That's a good question.
For me, was excellent patience.
This guy. Oh.
Lion to recognize that they have an excellent poke comp. They don't have to pull the trigger immediately. This is something that we had criticisms toward them in the first 3 weeks, and in this game in particular, it has felt really ironed out.
Yeah, I thought they played it really, really well. Saint gets player of the
I like
game.
Raz's sweater.
Excellently on the Aurora. But honestly,
It's a good thing he didn't draw that design though.
For FlyQuest to win with. Yeah, I was way more of a fan.
Let a professional take care of that.
Full scaling to how much they lost. Then game 2, you're going kind of this early game thing where it feels like the early game then
Nope.
went bad, and it just felt
Not Azael.
so fast.
Yeah.
Because it never really felt like
I like
the
Azael's
first team was
jacket.
going to be able to get onto
Azael's
Berserker,
jacket
who was
is
positioning really
Azael's
well,
jacket is heat.
and you could not fight through this Cassante and this Malphite. They just didn't have the consistent damage.
Yeah, and the kind of advantage that I thought FlyQuest were going to have was going to be their coordination, because even in their losses, they did look more well-coordinated than what we'd seen from LYON. But as me and Raz kind of pointed out in these first 2 games, they're looking so much better around the way they see the map, and most importantly, Saint and Inspired have been on the same page.
Saint has just been so much better though.
Fights, and it's been a huge difference maker.
And you can already see from one perspective, yes, LYON is doing well. From the other perspective, Fly in their last 3 series, including this one, is having a very rough time. Even in game 1 when they're trying to play scaling.
Persian rug from my mum's house looking jacket.
Has shown up in this game, in this series. It's shown up in the last series versus Cloud9. The question
Nice.
is it only happening versus the best team in the league? No, it's happening consistently here.
It is, unfortunately, and they're going to have to try to turn things around with a reverse sweep if they want to be able to come back. After this, game 3 is coming up.
Yeah, also, we gotta... I know budget isn't what it used to be, but we gotta have some budget to lighten up Azael's shoes, man. This guy at least has to wear these shoes coming to the office. Like, my shoes are gonna be freshened for the day, and that's gonna feel great.
Duckworth, yep. We got a ball knower in here. All because of the extra biscuits, bro. Hashtag those who know. Chicken incident. I don't want to track Cubby too much, but how do you feel about the Bears moving to Indiana?
Bro,
Oh.
I'm so mad. It's... like, we have such a good year, and then it's just a poverty franchise move. I mean, I get it from a business perspective, but it's fucking Indiana. Like, for people that are not from Chicago or understand the city, there is a really pretty museum district or park district that sits like lakeside, like along the city, and Soldier Field is in the middle of that. And it is so fucking cool going to a game there, because you sit like between the city and the lake, but like in the city. And they're moving out of there to go to fucking Indiana. Like, What are we doing? Why are we doing this to ourselves?
Oh, you Americans and your silly sports.
They do make my day.
Hi, it's Flycat Squad. I'm gonna give a tip, Talia. Yeah, let's see.
Okay,
This combo
Talia
you
tip.
can use only when your teammate like do CC on enemy. Like,
Okay.
let's say enemies here.
I'm locked
Then
in.
if this guy gets CC, if you hit like ulti on like enemy, it's like knockback like this. Then you can use like R and E combo like ulti and then E and then he already gets stunned. It's like
Oh.
I don't
Oh.
see who is this combo, but I use, so it's gonna be.
Wait, that's OP.
good tip.
It's almost like that guy played under the Chovy.
Welcome back, everybody, to game 3 of LYON
Wait, that's cool.
versus FlyQuest.
Like
I didn't know about that.
low use chance, but really cool if you can make it happen. Like if you know you're gonna hit
I
them.
know. It's like there are some champs that, you know, kind of like any other player I feel like I'm good at versus the player base. One of those is Renekton. I did not know about the Renekton tip that Impact gave. That animation cancel, I did not know about that. Because like, my content I watch for other champs is usually pro play, or I will sometimes watch pro streams. Like, I'm not watching guides on champions, you know?
No.
I feel like it'd be one that like would be in a champion guide where it's like, kind of like Riven, where it's like, oh, if you are like during your Q, you can, you know, cancel the W animation or the Q animation to W.
If they can continue that difference,
No, I had no idea about that. I was like, oh shit.
But it's not looking that good, to be completely honest. They had a burst comp against an incredibly powerful front line, and LYON has
I was pinging Surdy last year about building Spirit Shojin first time Renekton in some games. And then Impact did it on a game, and I'm like, your GOAT fucking did it, man. That item's not okay on that champion sometimes.
I'll also say Dokla has been playing his laning phase much better and having higher impact later on in the game. It's mentioned it during that game too, but the team is coming together for LYON. The question on my mind was, when are we going to see LYON's Claws? I think this series we are seeing LYON's Claws, and why so many people had them ranked so highly on the preseason power rankings.
Okay, so Rumble and Bessa both still up. Talia.
Okay, I want to see anything that makes Griffin comfortable get drafted.
These 4 champions all sounded pretty good, and there's only 3 more bans left. As we whittle it down, Yunara already off the table, so some of the bot lane priority. Well, there goes the Ambessa, so Rumble looking pretty good.
Let's see. Let's see what we get.
Out of his hands. We've seen people ban it. We saw Blabber pick it away from him.
Do we think it's just a 3-0?
They've done a very good job
Is it just dry? Like,
No, I don't want to say.
I don't want it to be a 3-0. I don't want it to be a 3-0, but like, it feels like we're getting there.
So, Invincible in chat. One of my favorite pros of all time is Flame. He used to pay 1-tricks back in like season 1, season 2 to 1v1 him. So like if he was gonna pull out those champs on stage, he'd pay the 1-tricks just to get all the tech.
Trundle ban here opens up tanks, so you know your blind pick
Definitely GOAT.
a lot better too.
GOAT shit.
I have to say, Pantheon.
Daria.
There we go. All right, well,
He was pretty ahead of the game in that, but he was pretty notorious for that too. He'd also flame people on the ladder for not trying hard enough. So like, if you imagine like playing against Flame and having a bad game, and then he just starts flaming like you weren't playing the game right, or like you weren't trying hard enough. He was actually just a GOAT.
That shit would piss me off.
Yes, play the Xin Zhao champion. This shit's not okay.
They don't pick Rumble, Dokla will. That's Dokla's tier list. It's Rumble, Scion, Cassante, and then the rest. So with what has happened early
Absolutely play the champion for Griffin.
Rumble is what's left, and
Okay, good.
he's gonna hover the Jace at the very least.
Yeah, WJ Silva.
Is he gonna do it? Everybody?
No.
Make some noise if you want the Jace. Okay, that's a lot of noise. It's a decent amount of
And he could hear the crowd.
You don't want the Jace. Make some noise if you don't want the Jace. I was about to say him.
Yeah, about. But Dokla doesn't know which question we asked him. All he heard was the noise when the Jace was hovered.
You can tell he was like, I need some more time.
Ooh, Corky Nami.
Yeah, you gotta pick.
With a
Possible.
Wukong sounds pretty nice, actually.
Blind pick Jace at the very least, as Corky is locked in.
It's very
for
possible.
Berserker in the bot lane.
I think they should go Wukong now, and if for whatever reason they take away Nami, then you just get a chill matchup into it.
We gotta get everybody at home weighing in
Like go
on
Nautilus or whatever.
You want Jace?
I wouldn't mind it. I mean, Dokla used to be the Jace guy.
I was gonna say, do you want it as jungle or a lane though?
No, I mean, so here's the thing. I want it so we get a game 3. I think if Dokla plays it, it's not gonna work very well.
Oh, Flyquest, please. I love the little dark circles. It is her birthday. Reminder. There's no way we get a 3-0 on her birthday. I'm not. I don't believe it. I don't believe it's possible.
I still believe. Me too. All right, let's see it.
I also like a Lulu angle here. It pairs well with Zen. It's going to make Griffin more comfortable.
Oh, they're desperate.
Yeah, what the fuck?
They are desperate if they're going
Prepare
Cassio.
to get Anivia.
Oh my god, it's the Anivia
know what?
game of all time, and you know it's coming already.
I saw Saints Anivia,
Yep.
and baiting him to play Anivia is not the worst idea in the world, but this is a terrible idea. I'm not with it at all.
What's the worst thing they could do here? Go Aphelios, and then... Oh, okay, Rumble.
That's okay against Anivia.
That's fine.
That somewhat dissuades from the very likely Anivia I'm about to see on my screen.
We're not seeing the Jace.
Or will they go Nami and just put the Nami in the bag? I think they're just going to put the Nami in the bag.
I mean, I saw Saint play Anivia, and I don't want to see him play Anivia again.
Okay.
I understand this. Please ban Anivia.
Ban the ban the Anivia, guys. Ban the Anivia.
Please ban the Anivia.
Don't let it. Don't let it.
I'm flaming his Anivia. Please ban it.
That was fantastic.
You know what's really good with Nami? Anivia.
Yep. I agree. I think Lion needs to ban Lulu and like one more, and then it's chill. Maybe like
I like Lulu ban.
Lulu, Nautilus, and I think you're happy.
A couple bans now. Next up on the docket here as we're into that second phase. The Nami Corki for the bot lane means that Flyquest.
Okay, one of two.
I like where your head's at.
First on the agenda.
Yeah. One of two is good.
Yeah, take away the point click CC.
I also think maybe Galio, actually, for FlyQuest is good ban.
A lot of good stuff to hold people on your
Galio is really, really OP for Dokla here.
Running double AP solo
Ornn.
laners,
Yeah, I mean,
so
they're in the same,
Dokla goes for,
you know, they're in,
he's going to be investing heavily
they're in that area.
resistance.
Oh, yes, Lion, good job.
Either going to
Now
be
do that Galio ban. Go ahead,
should
FlyQuest.
be a main tank. I mean, you've got a
Go ahead,
Wukong and
get
a
it
Nami
out of there.
on your team provides a lot of structure, but if you have a beefier main tank, then it all kind of fits together nicely. So
Akali.
and it also allows
Wow.
you to invest very heavily into.
Well, I guess they want him on Anivia. I guess they want him on Anivia.
Akali?
Well, hey, look, a pro, like, it's such a monster Galio game, bro. I don't know why they ban Akali.
Member in the audience is pretty excited about that.
I hate my life if I'm Akali playing against Cassio Xin Zhao.
Yeah, Cassio, Xin Zhao, even Rumble, like, before you're able to kind of one-shot him on side.
The fuck is going on?
Yep, there it is. Galio
Well.
locked in. The Birdio in the audience almost jumped out of his seat right there. Yeah!
Now, can you get Saint
Yeah,
to use
Lucian.
that
So,
This is what
whoa,
makes Senate great.
whoa,
Yes,
whoa,
Sona. Play
whoa,
Sona.
Cryo.
I'm hip to
Okay,
it. Yes.
okay,
Yes.
okay.
Sona is so filthy OP right now.
Okay.
Lucian Sona locked in.
Victor? Yeah, Victor's fine here. I like Victor here.
Has been very high.
I will say, yeah, the diadem,
Talia's
the
also
new tier
fine.
item does help a
Syndra's
lot
also
with
fine.
Sona
Wow, Saint
stocks.
can play a lot of good champs here. What if after all of these hovers, he goes Anivia?
Dude, just play Syndra.
He's going Talia. Alright.
Oh, I think Syndra was where it's at.
Yeah,
I mean,
I like
Syndra is still
Syndra a
really
lot
good this game, too.
But with Lucian, that's an interesting
Okay,
one for
gang, I'm gonna run the ads. They'll be off by the time we're in game. I'll see you very shortly. This is a fun draft. This is a very fun draft.
I mean, I'm here for it. FlyQuest.
I really like the Sona.
Yeah, I think Sona is really good here.
I think Sona is filthy OP.
That you have to have patience with.
Also, I'm gaslighting myself. Lucian still has the enchanter thing, right? Like on his passive.
Yeah.
I don't know if the mics are
He
picking
does.
it up.
So it procs with Sona W.
Let's see. I don't know if Dokla heard
Or
that.
also Fauna Life.
Yes.
E.
Okay.
I
Nice.
would,
Nice.
I'll take
Auto.
the heat. If a ref wants to tap him on the shoulder and tell him to, and we're not allowed to do that, blame me. But I just want to make sure we get the right skin here.
I think
Big Dokes is the
Syndra was
closest
so
to the
pissed this
audience.
game.
So
That's a good point.
He's the most likely to be able to hear and respond.
Yeah,
And he was reading the signs.
You have to get pretty loud to get through the white noise in those headphones, though, as they're designed so that you can't hear the audience very
He's got
well.
a chicken suit, gang.
He's got a chicken suit,
Just
yeah.
look at-
Just one little peek over. All right, here we go, though.
Oh, it's deep.
Not Birdio. Not Birdio. Bad news for the
Not
audience.
Birdio.
as it is
GG.
Default Galio. Bad news for FlyQuest fans as they are down 0-2 in this
Wait,
series
no
with
Galio
Raps
skin though.
against
Bro,
the
Galio
wall.
has some fire skins.
Yeah, Galio has fantastic skins. That's
Galio's
a,
got really good skins. Come on now.
that's disrespectful
on
to game
now.
designers.
I agree.
FlyQuest is done for split 1, and LYON will advance in the lower bracket. FlyQuest have to reverse sweep this series in order to keep their tournament lives alive.
And let's take a moment now to reset the expectations for FlyQuest.
Boo.
Like
Everyone boo him.
tournament,
He's using
this long-term
default
tournament, things kinda
default
got out of
Galio. Everyone
hand.
boo
Oh,
him.
I missed runes.
When this team was formed,
There's nothing.
Did
youngest
Cryogene
Crazy.
go jack of all
when they're
trades?
formed, the expectations, everyone says, okay, it's
Someone
fine.
in
Very low,
someone in
you
chat can
know,
tell us.
They're going to start slow. It's going to take time. I like that they're investing in young talent,
Whoa,
and they're building for
the spacing
future.
there did not look
As
good.
Cryogene is
Nope.
in pain in the present. But he is Sona, chugging his potion early on.
Yeah,
Anyways,
he's Sona
they found so much
starting
Yeah,
Q
he's
level
Sona,
1.
not
so
level
he
2.
kinda
that then the
needs
expectations started to grow to reflect.
It's fine.
Is that
Sona is about getting
So
mogged,
that's
but not getting
why,
mogged hard
especially
enough
these
to
last couple
lose the
series
game.
versus Cloud9 and now LYON, two very strong teams. People are reacting very heavily to these.
I mean, it's the
But
trades
you
getting a
definitely
prior,
do get
right?
mogged.
But I want to hear from Raps.
Because
Yeah.
like the Q is like hitting champs and
That's right.
minions same
I've got
time.
Rain over with me, head coach of LYON. First question, of course, has been, let's just talk about the Sona. Is there any surprise with the draft so far, just taking a look at it?
I mean, we were expecting them to play something like Lucian Sona because they want to have some early strength, especially picking Syndra early game and Cassie early game. So we were expecting something strong, but definitely didn't expect the Lucian Sona exactly.
But he
But
just said,
yeah, we did.
oh, he said Sinsao.
They
I
just
thought
wanna
he said
play a little bit
Syndra.
more strong early game, yeah.
And you guys look.
It's like, did I hear
incredibly
Syndra?
clean. I mean, you guys had that one break period, of course, just like.
Sona
doing
does have
everything
jack of all
through
trades. There
all
you
the
go,
problems
mate.
In the first 3 weeks, my question to you
Yep,
is,
let's
like,
go.
what
That's the
specifically are you
tech.
seeing on stage that you're proud about being
Galio
able
has
to
good
see
voice
this
lines too.
perform
Yeah,
on
bro.
stage?
Like base Galio has really good voice lines. You know what Galio skin has hilarious voice lines is Gatekeeper.
Oh,
my God,
yes.
the
That skin is
Gatekeeper
so
voice lines are
good.
so hilarious.
Within each other wasn't really obvious when the situation changed. But
That
That
skin
brother
is
just
so
started,
good.
he legit just starts cracking jokes about how he's gonna send everyone to hell, and what circle of hell they're going to.
You can head back and I'll send it straight.
That skin has a lot of chat
It's
energy.
it's so good.
All right, always love hearing
It's
from
so
coaches as
good.
well, and I think that he's echoing a lot of what we've been
You
talking
like look at
about.
Gragas and be like, circle 4, like circle 4 is gluttony, like bro.
From the side of LYON.
Yeah, coordination definitely has
He
been
just does the
on
most bullshit in that
display
skin.
Thus far. Interesting, we're actually going to have both junglers
Huh.
recalling Sans Crab. So both of them going back for the early buys. And now, which one are you going to go for, Mr. Inspired? Because
Actually very strange.
he's
Yeah.
resetting through mid lane, so you always do want to
Oh
use your
God,
home
he's running
guards
bot.
to maximum effect. So you go
And
down the
so is
lane
Inspired.
before going into jungle. And looks like they're both heading
Nami's there
towards the
first.
bottom
It's a way
half.
better fight
Inspired
for
does have his
Nami.
Raptors starting sooner.
Oh, just take the
Oh.
fucking crab.
Inspired also has options
Guys.
in his
Take
back
the
pocket.
fucking
Griffin
crab.
Just-
walk into the
Oh,
Raptors.
Griffin,
Isles
what?
is still
Oh
in.
no.
Disadvantage.
Griffin.
Is it gonna happen again? Can't even trade the
Oh
kill. First
no.
blood to Inspired.
Dude, I'm watching Griffin just get
Only once,
fathered.
Quad's gonna go down too. That's a
Only
double
7
kill.
times?
Double kill. to
Oh
Inspired.
my god.
This is the craziest one to me because neither jungler does crab, and he just runs into Raptors, obviously over ward, so they know that he is invading.
Oh my
Inspired has-
God.
He's
like a
he has them completely downloaded. So I want to actually go back.
Is
and look at-
is LS
I
co
wanna
streaming?
go
Hold
back
on,
and
I
look
need.
at, did Inspired know
Is LS
that
co stream? He
FlyQuest had
is.
ended
Oh
up
my
their
God, I need to.
first
I just
Raptor take,
guys.
know that Griffin had his second Raptor respawn timer.
We're checking.
In a numbers
Yeah, because
the Raptors.
What's he looking at?
Still in the other brush.
What's he?
Isles
I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, you can tell one of those junglers confused, the other a little disappointed. Did not work out how Griffin
Mid lane
wanted
looks
it to.
terrible.
I mean,
Walk
it's
into
exactly
the
what
Raptors.
happened.
Yeah.
So,
I knew that had that to be the case.
But here's
He's just assessing it on the spot.
is at level 1.
Oh no. I threw up a tweet that I kind of feel a little bit bad about, but it's so true.
What did you do?
I said sadly FlyQuest playoff run is going to be Griffin getting fathered in 6 games.
And they know that you didn't see.
I mean, it kind of just is what it is, bro.
It
like it's like bro,
that really just has been the run. Yeah.
There's really like
while he's doing a crab, but
it's just been like that.
That's what I'm saying.
It really has.
That's why you have to expect that ward. So if you're gonna do this, you got to go in sweeper active because you have
to do it with 2 people.
You've been so telegraphed. Exactly.
The second invade. But the second invade, they had a ward as well.
Yeah, the second invade.
Oh, we got a 1v1 top, by the way. Okay, no, never mind. Keep going.
Yeah, no, it's.
I mean, it feels like the series is why we're spending so much time on this, because it's this series. It's the last series against Cloud9. It's even the best of 3 a little bit against Cloud9.
And it's I don't know. It's one of a lot of people's favorite parts about jungling are these like the information wars. I guess
I'm so down with the Sona. That's gonna be my coat for the game.
Yep, the Sona. Like
Sona, I'm here for it.
Look, if there's one thing I think we can walk away from every draft today of FlyQuest is that the ideas of the drafts have not been bad. Like even the Gwen one. Like for me, I didn't mind the oh god.
I'm not hip with the Gwen in hindsight.
No, I'm okay with it. Oh my god, just let it reset, nephew.
Take the gummies.
Right now, and looks like it was a leash for
Gakos?
LYON aren't even going to go for it. Instead, Masu's getting damage onto Berserker.
Don't just have to flash away.
That's a good jork from LYON. Yeah, that was well played.
Level 6 yet.
Smart.
So a little bit of calm there, not letting Griffin solo the Drake. It's going to mean Inspired gets a top crab for sure because everyone on FlyQuest had to reset.
I mean, the Cassio. I think Cassio can drain tank this game. At 3 items. If Cassio's like on curve.
Half health here, just trying to keep that wave frozen for his AD carry
yeah.
in the back. And yeah, I mean the 2
with the Sona,
I can see it.
I think that's where my head's at. I just think it's really easy for Talia to combo this game.
Yeah, he needs to. Okay, he is. He's going double T. He's going like double stacking items.
I think this is a game to get tanky because if you drain tank this game, I think that you are Thanos.
So again, so the ward that is put by LYON is placed by Saint. So Saint is up there.
We're talking about the level 1 ward.
Yes, the level 1 ward where you're like, all right, this Griffin guy, he's always coming to, for Raptors, right? So it makes a lot of sense to have one of your teammates defensively.
I recognize the guy on comms of you. He's an LPL caster, right? Correct.
So Saint places it,
he is on the LPL English regularly.
So there is a red
this is Argo Cubby.
On it. So FlyQuest
actually knew.
So FlyQuest know that Saint used his ward.
Technically a successor. If you think about it.
Oh no.
Technically a successor. If you
not like this.
If you want to get historical.
Not like this.
Not like this.
Not to disrespect the LPL role that you have, but it's not the same.
Nah, it like
it spiritually it's the same.
Spiritually it's the same, bro.
Monetary support and relationship of working close to Riot is not.
Yep. That's true.
But if anyone is supporting the LPL at this point in time, you are truly a true League fan. So we appreciate that. I usually like the days that I either cast LPL or tune in, I usually hop to Urine Aragon's co-stream at one point and just see if we get any opinions. You've been skipping out on some bum matches, and I told Kelsey to only schedule me on the early matches. So I've been getting a lot of the bum matches, but that's okay. It's a good challenge as a broadcaster, I don't.
Those
I don't
days
need to make AL versus top exciting for you guys at home.
No.
Making up versus OMG exciting. Yeah, that's
a
challenge. A little bit of a challenge,
That's a challenge for sure. Like some of my favorite days on the LPL in 2023 were because in 2023 we did have 4 analysts technically. Hello, hold on. Double ult. Just clear the wave, boys. Okay, you forced his flash. Okay, good. All right, now you need to go clear the wave. This is good. Keep Berserker here. Oh, Talia's coming. I guess they can't dive. Or is he coming? It's fine. Wave is gone.
That's fine. They got some.
Yeah, like my favorite days of 2023 were 100% the days where even though we had 4 analysts, sometimes we would be short on people. Like, it would just happen. On the play-by-play side, rather. So, because we only had 3 play-by-plays. So we had Hysterics, Munchables, and Mazel, right? And just sometimes scheduling conflicts would happen, whatever it would be. So my favorite days would be when it would be me, they would put Lyric and I together on a cast, and we would normally try and line this up so it would happen on the bum casts only. On like the bad games, where it's just like Ultra Prime versus Rare Atom, you know, like no one's really watching that game. And Lyric and I would share the play-by-play responsibility, like literally game to game.
Yeah, that's fun.
But what would end up happening is because Lyric is just such a like happy-go, like he's just very lackadaisical on those kind of days. So what would end up happening is we would be talking about a play, and then the game, and then a play would happen, and then we would both stop talking because we've agreed that he's the play-by-play. We've agreed that he's the play-by-play, so he should be talking over the fights, right? And we would just sit there in silence for like 4 seconds.
So
and then he would just go, "Oh yeah, wait, I'm the play-by-play." It's just like
the first year I casted was 2020, and I got brought in for like a charity event with Immortals. It was like community games, and I got paired up with Coco the Dragon, who works behind the scenes now with Riot, but he was an Academy caster at the time, and he was good.
Yeah, I remember Coco by name. Yeah.
He's like, we got to pair together, so I'm gonna do play-by-play, and I'm like not a good caster at this point. I like doing play-by-play for the day, like 2 Prax cast to warm up with like friends, and the very first fight that breaks out, I still remember him going like, you're supposed to talk at this point. It was like really quick. I was like waiting for someone else to talk. Like, oh yeah.
Wait, hold on, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good. But those are like hands down my favorite days. Those are great. Only thing I wish I could have done, though, I guess now that the league is disbanded, I could talk about it. I really wish I could have gone to China in 2023 for the finals.
Yeah.
Because I would have been on both casts. I got voted to be on both casts, which like, thank you my peers of that year. They wanted us to go to China on not business visas. Pro? Oh, hold.
That would have been interesting.
Master's dead as hell.
He is.
Aye. Yeah, I am a British black Indian. If you think I'm going to China on anything but the correct visa, you are insane in the head. Oh. Nice. Nice. Good.
I like the look. Yeah.
Yeah, hell no. I ain't going to China with incorrect paperwork.
I mean, we see that the Sona is still behind him, so this is
really oh boy, Griffin.
Okay.
I mean,
Saint's no flash. Saint should be dead. Okay, I guess not.
Empowers Saint to walk forward. Throws out the unraveled earth. The seismic trap sidestep, but the threat of volley should be enough. Cryogen.
I feel like Saint shouldn't be allowed to do that. I really feel like Saint should die.
I doesn't have any items yet. That's my only logic.
Yeah.
That and like the initial trade, just because Inspired's ahead, where he found Zen in the Trinity fight. I don't know. I've really watched Griffin just get shit on this entire player front. I mean, I feel bad. I like Griffin as a person, and I think he's a fun player. But I've just watched Blabber and Inspired just toy with this guy every single game in playoffs. Oh, well played, Gakkos.
Gulp.
Big top diff there, big dub for Gakkos.
Yeah, I just don't think Sona can enable. That and the E placement from Saint's nice there. We'll give him that too.
Started by the force timer from Inspired going in using his Wukong ultimate and back to Dragon.
FlyQuest are in this game though. Like they're down, but it's 2 Drakes.
He has no Crescent Guard available, so if he gets piled on top of, he could
honestly, this 2 Drake take is really big for them. This is the kind of thing that could easily make them win this game.
And they got 2 good Drakes too. And they rolled a good soul.
LYON respects the potential 5v4 and just gives up the Drake. He does have to give up a plate and a little bit of his lead to Dokla, but I think that's worth it.
I still think that Cassio can get to a point where she can drain tank the game.
Yep.
Thankfully, it makes it a little bit harder than what I anticipated, though. I said 3 items, and we'll stick with it for now. It's still kind of fucky for me to see boots on Cassio.
I think they are just going to dive you with... It's really annoying and weird. Like, there's one singular frame you can flash there, and there's no guarantee you even live if you do.
Yeah.
What do you think caused the shift in the support meta? Is it the new support item that's making it strong? If you're talking about like the enchanters and stuff, like it's a reason, but I think it's the reason. I think people are just realizing in general that enchanters are useful. And like as the fearless meta kind of develops, obviously this series we just got very good enchanter players too.
It definitely got buffed.
But it definitely got yes.
Yeah.
Like it's buffed and more viable, but I think as people realize like there's only what 6 guaranteed engage champs in any given series.
Right.
That you have to know how to play more than those champs now. Like it just it's how the game works, and they've been buffed. So yo, thank you, Cuz. Appreciate that, man.
Oh. It's the 3-4-minute jungle deaths.
Yes. Concerning. That was some
I mean, it's healthy for the game, like, if these things are options. And Fearless definitely... There are a lot of perks to Fearless in terms of game balance that I feel like fans just don't realize as much now.
True. I also think there are some negatives. I've always been...
Yeah, there are some negatives too. Like, Orianna and Azira being allowed to exist in the states they're in because they're just a handshake game is filthy to me.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that was a good disengage by Griffin.
Yeah? Oh, this wave is gonna make the chase down hard, but...
They only get one.
Hey.
They only get one.
Hey. Hey, okay. There's Yamada's trigger word. Yeah, you're guaranteed one fearless run a stream. Like guaranteed. Guaranteed one fearless run. Oh my god. Circle damage. And it doesn't matter because Echoes of Helia is a fantastic item.
Yeah. This item's really good. A little bit surprised he didn't go bubble and he went Blood Song. So I think that this game's like if Lucian and Cassio live, you are winning the Deep War. Like, that's like just my logic, you know. I don't think that you need to be burst here. I think you just need to live.
And your rumble damage there, Gakko's also on display, and FlyQuest able to keep the gold lead.
I actually really like the game state that FlyQuest is in. I think this game is probably pro them. The LYON comp is probably easier to play.
So Herald and a potential pick here. Quad has petrifying gaze. Might have to hold it.
Very hard to play without 2 items here for Quad. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
LYON pick up another kill, this time to Sane.
Just a nice TP there by Dokla, having the timer. Quad would have had to just stay under turret in that situation, but they lost track of him a little bit, and it's a very easy kill for LYON.
Yeah, nice little flick back. I imagine he walked back into it.
I feel like Fearless makes the whole of LoL easier to balance though.
Otherwise, maybe there's a chance. Bush, yeah, maybe there's a chance that Quad
I think net.
Yeah, you don't like how I say brush.
It's easier to control the narrative around whether the game is balanced or not.
Goes in, big chunk out of Masu.
For people that watch pro, like the average viewer,
it hides the hides the balance diffs. Because a lot of things get handshaked within games for pro. But I also kind of like that because, in my opinion, I think that if Ezreal and Lee Sin are the most viable champions in the pro hands, then I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Like, if those champions exist at a 55% win rate at the pro level, I think that's fun for the game, given how demanding those champions are to play.
I agree.
Balance-wise,
I take a significantly more macro stance on it, where I feel like holistically, when you zoom out and you look at other live service games, because that's what League of Legends is, it's a live service game. I think they are too averse to like champion balance change. I think the rate at which they change systems is fine, but they need to, like, when I look at other games and how they like change things in their game, like every like third of a year, every quarter of a year, in like some instances where like change cadence is actually acceptably like possible like that. Hold though.
I like what Quad was doing there. I don't like that Quad gave up that position.
Yeah, neither do I. Oh my god, this is gonna win the smite as well, isn't he? No, Griffin got it. 3 Drakes. Quad is dead. I mean, as long as they can kind of disengage.
Oh, Masu's having a nice fight.
Yeah, he just. Oh, he fucking flashed into the wall.
Yeah.
Dude, the other thing that sucks here is that Cryogen just isn't at Didem yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, Didem is such a big power spike.
You know
Holy
what?
name drop, actually.
It could have been worse.
It could have been way worse. They could have not got the Drake. They legit could have not got the Drake here. Like, that was a real possibility.
If you get Haxol, that's such a game changer.
Yep.
FlyQuest are just going to have to bank on rolling high on like a Dragon Steel for a Dragon Soul. Or
like, 3 Drakes is really worth. If they're going to be on
I'm
spike.
kind of down with Gakos' ult, given what the fight was evolving into.
Yeah.
I think Griffin plays this out. Like, Griffin's had a bad series, but this has been his best game.
Yeah.
Flashes in afterwards. If you can't have a fight where Gakos is able to hold this
Yeah, and Quad doesn't really get like a good chance to hit anything. Wait, did I get a raid? No, there's just randomly 100 people in here now. Cool.
Just fighting around the Fed Rumble.
Yeah, they need like.
And Stephen A, thank you. 20 minutes ago you subbed. I have alerts off because obviously we're in game, so I appreciate that, Beast.
Yo, what's up, Stephen?
Oh, Dom's stream died. Oh, welcome in, Dom refugees. Right. Oh, cheers. Cheers. Welcome, guys.
Stephen Eder Jimata, he was a player in a tournament that I was a coach in for collegiate players. And yeah, he's out of college now. He's got a job, but know him from a ways back.
Oh,
Cool. I almost feel like
Yeah.
to give up a couple of them. Because I think if they fight the next one, it's toast.
I mean, it looks like they're going in onto Dokla right now. All that magic resist picked up as Quad finds Inspired. As he
oh, okay, guys, the stream's back up. You can leave.
Clone's able to get him back to safety.
Just saying.
Hey, he got a camp.
Yeah, if you stay here with Cubby, you know, he's not gonna like you as much.
As FlyQuest are still 4,000 gold behind. So they're looking for plays, and that's something that I can say about FlyQuest confidently is that they got that fight in them, they got that dog in them.
Okay, bye.
The 2 Griffin yoinks have been really big. Also, I'm kind of surprised that the Serpent's third from Wukong. And if anyone's going to build it, it's going to be him, but it's surprising to see that priority put on shields, just given only Sona Rumble, you know?
Yeah.
It really speaks to the power of those champs.
This Talia is fearsome. I mean, Saint has 8
thank you, Yusuf, for the 18.
In addition to the big gold lead that he has, so you cannot let anyone get picked off by this Talia.
That's really curious to me, actually, that he won Serpents.
Yeah, I mean, I think if he's accelerated like this, it's chill.
This Talia is fearsome. This Wukong is fed.
Oh, I don't think it's bad. I'm just. I don't know. Like, I don't have another game to go off of, like whether it's good or bad. You know.
Oh, okay, I see.
Like if it's optimal for Wukong.
I think it is. I think it is. I've seen it a few times in pro and not pro.
Yeah.
I'll say the 8 stacks of Darksteel count.
He's against the green smite too.
Like the thing is, if Sona has applied a shield, oh sorry, if Inspired has applied Serpents and then Sona tries to shield that person, that shit ain't doing anything. It's like
I really don't like in those scenarios.
Oh, good snap.
Oh,
this Masu just dead. He is as well.
Yeah. I really don't like in those scenarios around the red buff where Griffin just defaults to going forward. It feels like that's his default, you know?
If this game goes late, how does Lion win? Well, thankfully, we're never going to have to find out by the looks of things.
Yeah, this is pretty over.
Yeah, this is looking pretty bad.
For FlyQuest to say about it. Baron for Lion, and 40 seconds away from Dragon Soul, just to put the cherry on top.
It's perfectly done. This Lion team is playing.
Dom died again. Thank you, Spectrum. Oh yeah, dude, someone. Quick, send all of his viewers here. There's a stream right here.
They just go.
Really good play by Dokla.
Yeah. No, the snap turn was crazy.
That was a good snap engage, yeah.
Just totally destroying them. And the crazy thing here, Kobe, we saw 3 weeks of LYON where Inspired was just playing with the team for the first time, and they were just trying to
Domstream died again. Oh yeah, we know. People have already started coming back, bro.
slow control games where his carries aren't making mistakes. Both his mid and AD are deathless this game, and they're fighting on all the right times.
Back to the Dragon Soul fight right
Okay,
now.
well, if they can get Hex Soul, low-key might be playable. Oh my god, Quad just had to flash on the side for 0, and Inspired is behind them all. And he's just... oh my god, it's fried, isn't it? Moss getting soloed by Dokla.
Good ult.
Wait, hold, wait a second. No, Moss dead.
I don't, Sona can't win this yet.
They need like 15 seconds. Oh, Griffin. Yeah, they played it a bit too quick. They had to play really slow and they had to keep running bottom left.
Yeah.
Rough. Rough. It's looking like a 3-0.
Yeah. I just don't think the FlyQuest can hit.
No.
I think that hitting it, you sign up to lose.
It feels that, like, the way the series has been going, Kobe, it feels like LYON should have the Dragon Soul. And watching this,
I think Fly really tilted out of this series. You know, it was part of your 3-1 read.
Yeah, man, they just have to keep walking bot here, man. They just have to
Griffin
keep
can't
walking
turn
bot,
there.
man.
If they're gonna fuck with anyone, they gotta fuck with Talia too, not the Wukong.
Yeah.
Able to finish it off nicely.
Also, I understand why they I kind of understand this flip from Fly because it's like, okay, if we get Soul, it's kind of nice, but then you're still gonna be in the hole, and I think spawning Elder on the map in a like hypothetical long game is not good. I actually think they just need to drop.
Another 3-0 this super week.
But let's see.
LYON versus FlyQuest. If you had asked me coming into the weekend, which series do you think could go the distance? This was my obvious choice. Yeah, I think that this is going to be 5 games between these two teams. LYON have shown up in a huge way to shatter those expectations.
They really have.
I mean, at least Saint's back.
Oh, dude, Cryo went Moonstone second. That can't be good.
Inconsistent team for LYON. They were
You gotta get Diadem. Yeah, you gotta get Diadem.
That's really troll, no?
Or, yeah, you gotta go Diadem. You gotta get your Diadem done.
Oh, man.
Especially because I also think that you can also go Archangels. I mean, you're not ahead in this game, so you're gonna go support items. But Archangels is the solo Q tech. And the ability to haste you get off it is kind of crazy. You can get the economy for it.
Yeah, someone dial in that weird, well, weird is like not the right word at all. Someone dial in that like Sona one trick on from an A who like just he pisses everyone off by existing. We need his input right now.
Well, with LYON looking better, with Team Liquid.
He went 3 points Q2. I know sometimes it's 2 points Q.
Tank man Cupid, it could be anyone.
I mean, this champion is filthy.
Oh yeah.
The Corky poke is bigger than the Sona heals though right now, and that is no bueno. It's not ideal.
No, it is not.
But it feels like mostly time for them to think about how this game got so far out of control.
Do you know in this series,
oh man,
right now has 28 kills and 1 death?
Yeah, I was gonna say last game I'm pretty sure was deathless, right?
Game 1 where he flew under the turret.
That was the only kill the FlyQuest got game 1. They're looking
Quad's dying ISO to.
Wow.
Inspired.
Dude, the FlyQuest these last 2 weeks compared to what we saw earlier was depressing.
Dude, they can't even kill Saint, man.
Wow.
It's wow.
They got dumpstered. Wow.
What?
I was not expecting this result today. I really wasn't.
No, neither was I. Wowzers.
To push in the mid wave.
They have
Brazil?
Absolutely dominated. They have changed
it's a tragedy of Brazilian proportions rather. Well, Flyer out till April.
Yeah, damn.
See you later, Fly. LYON might be back.
Okay, I mean, it seems like business as usual. Much different than they were looking after
LYON could
their
be back.
To
They might. Well, I say back. They were never here. They might be here.
Inspired did work, but I think there's arguments for Saint and Berserker here as well. Wow.
Busio raided Dom, who's offline. W Busio raid.
a 3-0 in that dominant of a fashion from the
He respects how C9's playing.
up until this specific weekend.
Saint player of the series.
Better as a team and
Yeah,
as
Saint are inspired for
individuals.
sure.
So they improved across multiple metrics here in a very quick time, which makes me super excited for the rest of this lock-in tournament.
Bloody hell, lads.
LYON will
Just a
move
complete
on.
schlacking.
I feel bad for Griffin. I feel like I just watched this guy get nuked every game.
Yeah.
In playoffs.
Final push, putting in an argument. It can be us. It can be Inspired on stage.
But the games were over kind of fast just because
Thank you here with
he
Inspired.
like fucked up
You
on
just
jungle.
Swept your old team 3-0. Was it easier than expected?
Yeah, it was easier than expected, honestly. Yeah.
So, talk to me about the series because it felt like you guys were completely dominating. It felt like we're seeing a better version of LYON than we had seen so far in the lock-in tournament.
I think no one was inting hard, so it was quite easy to play. And
Yes, Inspired. Your mid laner was not griefing very hard today.
I feel like all these new junglers
Exactly.
like Griffin and Kryra in the league, they are kind of
Tomorrow could be a 3-0 as well. Yeah, I mean, if C9 don't 3-0 Sentinels, it's legit C9's fault. Like I can't see it being anything but a 3-0.
And I think they are doing really well, but they are just a little bit too aggressive sometimes. And I think all the plays that Griffin went for in this game that kind of threw them every single game was pretty good. I think just the execution was a bit
Actually, you know, I appreciate Inspired's words for Griffin. I do. Because I feel like Griffin made some pretty bad plays. I feel like he's not trying to big dog
I
him.
feel like every game when they made a mistake, like I just made sure that
Yeah,
I'm
it's very
strong
nice
in
of
the
him.
game and that
Yeah, honestly, I feel like it is nice of him because I feel like Griffin got ran.
and the games are gonna be clean. Because yeah, I feel like if we'll make one mistake against this team, they will actually be really strong. So we had to keep our focus all the time.
Well, you guys played a really clean series. Next up, you're going to have Team Liquid. So it's kind of the battle of two teams that were surprisingly in the lower bracket, right? You know, people had you guys and TL as pretty highly ranked. How do you see your matchup against TL?
I mean, honestly, I think TL should be easier to beat than FlyQuest. I think, I mean, TL is a team that doesn't really play meta. They play very heavily around bot, which I don't think is correct right now. And I think their series against DSG, like, they could have easily lost, but I feel like Morgan is just doing so much heavy lifting. Like, no matter what matchup he's playing, he's just winning his lane really hard. And that made the game for DSG pretty hard. So yeah, I think against
Morgan was
Liquid,
very
I
good in
would
that
do a
series.
different approach to the game than I had against FlyQuest. But I think we should know how to beat them.
Well, we're going to look forward to that. Congratulations, Inspired. 3-0 dominant performance. Back to y'all at the lounge. Congrats, man.
My goodness.
W interview, very to the point. Very to the point.
He does always give good interviews.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And I like that he also did.
Not to go over Jamada, a lot of fearless talk limit, but on a certain level, I feel like if a team has a draft that they are extremely good at, then I want to see other teams be able to play around it and beat it rather than fearless it out. No, I agree. I mean, that is one of the things for me is like that we're never going to get back if we're staying with fearless forever. Is like draft problem solving, right? Like, for me, that is
like team styles.
Yeah, and also that like one thing that I've always like, I'm gonna lower the stream now. One thing that I've always said is that teams, like much in a very similar sense to football, or just like probably any sport, but like I use football, like English football, like or European football, not American football, as a clear example of teams can't really be defined anymore by a play style or draft or like draft style as easily anymore because fearless just doesn't really let you do that. You know, so it's like, let's say, for example, Man City like to play like narrow but not pack the midfield, right? Whereas
it's just like a zero Ori, you know?
Yeah.
Where it's like if you don't take the handshake, then you kind of have to first pick Orianna next game. Like you have to worry about that in draft.
Yeah.
So
and I think that's a really huge. I think that's a really huge drawback, right?
It is because like I liked seeing Kareem play Silas into his ear.
Yeah.
And watching that guy be a fucking freak in that champion made him different as a player because he wasn't required to play everything.
And then it's like if you're a team that wants to early pick a zero, you want to first pick a zero. then if you're playing versus top esports, or like at the time it would have been OMG, you have to ban Silas. Like that is just something you have to do that. And obviously there's like an air of you have to do that now. Sure, but then you're only dealing with the Azir for one game, and then there's no opportunity even for that player to like pull out that pick that you know they're good at, right? Or there's no like strong opportunity for that to happen. There's no like problem solving around it. Or like even more annoyingly, you can kind of just take it away. Like champion mastery kind of like in this weird inverse way, it matters a lot less. In my opinion. Obviously Fearless just kind of makes it a pretty broadly speaking, like how good of a jack of all trades player team are you? And obviously there are people are going to have like different definitions because like everyone views the game differently of what makes a team or a player good. People tend to talk about I think the basis of this like thought often comes from people feeling like if you're a one trick, then you are just inherently worse at the game, which I don't think doesn't track, right? Like obviously as a whole, but I think that basis is leading a lot of people to go, well, if you can't play in Fearless, then you're obviously just not a good player, right? Or you're not a good team. And I think that's super disingenuous because like this isn't solo queue, right? Being a one trick in solo queue is different to being a air quotes one trick or two trick in pro. And then I think it kind of muddies the waters for a lot of people with that conversation entirely, which just kind of sucks. Off topic, did Jackie Love retire? I can't find much info on him in English. No, he's just on a break right now for Split 1, at least. He also, and Cubby, like, unironically, you'll know more than this about me right now. I think he's nursing an injury, isn't he, at the same time? Like, it's actually both.
He was... I know he did an interview at some point last year talking about how doctors were saying he couldn't play more than like 2 or 3 games in a row, just given he was having ear problems, like with the pain, like the headset on.
Yeah,
I think it was that and wrist issues. He had multiple injury things going on. Like it was authentic gamer injuries, So he's taking this. He's taking a break, and we'll see if and when he comes back. The expectation is that he's going to come back to top at some point.
Yeah. He has really bad tinnitus. There you go. Yeah, tinnitus, no pun intended, sounds like a bitch. Like it sounds really bad to have. I could only
I don't have it.
Yeah, I mean like I don't know what qualifies as tinnitus, but I always have like a very low pitched like ringing noise in my ears. Like always.
It's not good.
Well, it's not bad. Like it's not distracting or anything. It's not, but like if I'm in a silent room where nothing is going, like I can hear it. Like right now, for example, nothing is going on in this room. I only have my headphones on. I can hear it. Like I can hear it right now. Wait, did I get raided? Yo, Legit Korea, thank you for the raid. Sorry, I have the alerts off. Oh my god. Yo, welcome in raiders. Sorry, hold on. Hold on.
Yo, Legit Korea, good.
There you go. Thank you guys. Welcome in. What was you guys up to? Was you guys watching LCS as well, or what was the thing? You're dying soon? No, please relax. How do you not go insane? I don't know. I kind of zone it out. I don't put much attention into it. LCS as well? I see. I have it, and some days it's barely noticeable, and then others it's bad. Okay.
Legit Korea's not going to remember this at all, but ranked 5's teams, we played against them a few times, like way back, went on the ladder.
Oh.
It's kind of fun. Used to play that,
Dude, I feel like everyone in NA is like connected. I swear to God, everyone seems to just know everyone.
I've played this game for way too long, but it's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it is a good problem to have. I do agree.
Yeah. All right, I'm probably hopping on here, Giovanna.
Yeah, no problem. No problem, Beast.
Yeah, I wish I could have hung around longer, but FlyQuest was not going to grace us with that series.
No, they were not. No, they were not indeed. But yeah,
Right,
thank you
well,
for
thanks
dropping
for having
by.
me, man.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no,
absolutely.
of course.
Had a good
Of
time.
course.
Yeah. All right. See you, chat. Thanks for hanging. And yeah, I'll talk to you later, man.
Yep, take it easy, brother. See you soon.
All right. You too. Bye.
Bye, 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 bye. Okay. Oh, who did we raid? We raided APA. I was like, why did the screen go black? And then I was like, okay, yeah, that probably does make sense. Okay. Wait, do I not have a scenes tab right now on my OBS? I was about to say, surely I have to have one. Yep, everyone say bye to Cubby. Everyone say bye to Cubby. And then YouTube stream. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. We're going to stay live on Twitch. So if you would like to come and hang out for a little bit, feel free. It is Jamado on Twitch as well. But I'm going to end the stream for the sanctity of keeping the co-stream VODs very condensed, okay? So see you around. Thank you for hanging out. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow if you don't come over to the Twitch for C9 Sentinels. Have a good one, guys. 07. And then we're still here on Twitch. We're going to sit here and chill for a little bit on Twitch.